Yo, 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 yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Do You Even Transform, Bro? It's kind of like an ROC Hangout special. We try to do these every couple of months when there's some sort of event or reveal at some sort of fair or / con or whatnot. When we got a little bit of news piled up, I'd like to get some of the Realm of Collectors community in here to discuss these reveals. Tonight is one of those nights. Unfortunately, Plastic Fanatics will not be airing this evening. Something about a candy corn shortage or something. We'll find out Monday night on Enter the Realm. Tune in then. We'll find out what's going on over there across the country over there in Seattle or Washington. Washington, right?
Washington. Yeah, Washington.
Same thing. Seattle is Washington.
West Side.
West Side. So being that there was no Plastic Fanatics, I figured, I compile a couple of pictures, steal a couple of pictures off the interwebs, and share them with you guys. So here we go. We are going to be starting in a moment. My co-host is a Smilo, but just like Frigger Banging, he's running a little late. But he's not. He's going to take care of the second half of the show. Second half of the show is going to be Hasbro related. So if you're a Hasbro fan, I guess we'll see you then, because we're going to take it to the real shit. We're going to do third party first. So let me introduce who we got down here. Let's get through here real fast. We have Energon Addicts in the house. We have Mr. Deluxe Baldwin. How are you? Hey. Hurricane BX is in the house, straight from New York Comic Con.
Hey, everyone.
Iron Claw. One of the Northern Warriors. We have Masterpiece Shitpiece and his Magic Bullet.
Sup?
Sipping on that Bram juice, baby. Sipping on that Bram juice. Russ the Muss is in the house.
Hey, what's up, guys?
It is a must to mess with Russ. That's all I got, guys. That's all.
I'm back from the dead, fellas. It's all good.
Yeah. You gave us a little scare this week, my friend. You gave us a little scare.
Me too.
And again, I am Dustmites. A Smile will be around shortly. I did send the link out to a couple of the people, so if they pop in, they pop in. So, how are you guys tonight?
Great.
How was that intro? Was that a nervous intro? Was it a relaxed intro?
You were good.
No,
Good.
Good.
Intro that lets you know we're ready to roll.
You motherfuckers are sipping them back here, and you got me. Motherfuckers,
Sorry, brother. Sorry. Peer pressure.
It's all right. I work a retail environment, and some of us have to work on Sundays. Fuckers. But nonetheless, hey. I thought I just saw Energon Addict pick his nose. Did he pick his nose? I gotta check. No, I gotta check the rewind on that one. See, that's a pick.
Sometimes you got to get it out, man. I hear you.
So Energon Addict and Hurricane BX, you guys went to New York Comic Con this past weekend, right?
Yeah, I went the first day. I went Thursday.
Yep, and I went yesterday.
You guys want to give us a little rundown real fast before we get into this?
Sure. So I got there pretty early myself. I got there about 10 o'clock on Thursday. You could see the crowds of people lining up. Maybe about 3 blocks away, there were already lines with people working the event, trying to get everybody through. I'm not going to wait online, so I cut the whole thing. I walk
Look at you, baller.
I'm like, Larry!
Well, let me ask you a question. Were you rocking any type of ROC apparel?
Yeah, I had the.
Well, there you go. That's why you went right to the front of the line. See?
That's right.
Membership has privileges, my friend.
Yeah.
Respect.
It's funny though. The security was really up there too. So as soon as you get there, you see these cops and machine guns and army outfits. I thought at first it was like some GI Joe cosplayers or something, but it was all like real deal security. So like I said, I cut the line. I went on the other side entrance where they were letting everybody in with the. What do they call it? Will call. So now I'm walking in. It's cool. You're walking in. You walk in with Spider-Man to your left. You walk Stormtrooper to your right, and you're just enjoying the view, and the women. I mean, every chance you got.
I was gonna ask you guys to try to get some sort of.
I got some
Harley quota there. If you could get a count for it.
How many?
I was trying. Dude, I was trying to keep a number in my head. I think I stopped about 22.
Yeah.
How many women shouldn't have been dressed up as Harley Quinn? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. You're not
22.
22.
See, you know, that's what's funny about a Comic Con, because Comic Cons are way different than going to like a toy show. You know, I know when I met Dave, Energon Addict, excuse me, I just blew up Dave's spot there, but Energon Addict, when we met at the Meadowlands, I forgot what the name that con was, but it was definitely a con, because the price that they charged us to get in there was definitely, you know,
A con.
it was the con, but it was a lot of cosplaying, you know, couple comic spots, a lot of pops, and a lot of autographs. So that's basically what you're getting at that type of deal. So any sighting, any personality sightings, or, you know, stop to see any of the artists or anything like that?
Yeah, I actually got lucky because, I mean, I just had the 1 day to go. So I was there yesterday. One of the doctors from my job hooked me up with a 4-day pro pass. So I only had it for the 1 day. And like Dave, I was able to get in a little bit early because the pro pass, we were able to get in through the side entrance and shit. You know what I'm saying? The guy I was actually with was like, come on, let's just try. Once they saw we had the pro pass, the guy was like, all right, you can go in. But we tried to get into the showroom. It was about 9:30, and they were like, no, guys, 10 o'clock, get on the line. So the entrance that we were by, there was a side door that was open. So we were actually able to sneak in and get in before everybody else was. So it was actually pretty cool. And then, you know, like John Adek said, lots of cosplay, lots of shit to see. I got lucky. I actually ran into Uriah Hall. If you're familiar with UFC, he's a middleweight fighter. Nice. Yeah, about 20 minutes before I was gonna leave, I ran into him on the show floor. He's a big Tekken fan, so that's where he was headed to play Tekken 7 because they had that on display. And it's nice, man. It's just, there's so much shit there. It's so big. If you want to get the whole experience, you need a 3-day or a 4-day pass, because if you want to see writers and artists, that could take a whole day in itself. To see everything on the show floor is like its own day. Wow. And there's just so much to do that if you want the whole experience, you need to get at least a 3-day pass just to take it all in.
Well, yeah, it's a major event too. Really major event. And that was at the Javits Center, right?
Yeah, the Javits Center is.
It's been a while since I've been there. Last time I think I went to an auto show, like, Jesus, 20 years ago. But, you know, I don't know if they added on or whatnot, but it's a big building, so I'm sure they went all out over there.
Oh, man, it's big. Like, after like 2-3 hours there, your back hurts, your feet hurt, like, just from walking around. Like, I hit my 10,000 steps goal, you know, by like 12 p.m., which I never do.
Sure. That's when you got to do what I call the TF Con lean. Chill out for a while, lean over something and check your phone. You know, hang out by someone, you know, chill out, talk to Deluxe, talk to this guy, you know. Hey, I'm going to go check out that table again. You're not looking at anything. You're just doing the lean.
I'll be watching for that lean on
oh, yeah, you're going to see
Chicago.
it. You're going to see that. You're definitely going to see it.
Yeah.
Well, so, thanks, guys. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. What's up?
What's the view of TFCon? Is it the same way? Like crowds of people barely a step ahead of you? Like, is it that crowded? Because that's how Comic-Con gets.
Yeah, at certain times it does, and then sometimes, I mean, like I said, I only went to the one in you know, that was down south. That was North Carolina. So I don't know how Chicago's going to be, but at the time it got pretty tight and stinky. But you know, there was times where if you go after the rush in the morning, it was kind of light. Late in the afternoon, around lunchtime, it gets light, and then towards about 3 o'clock, it gets light too. And Sunday, it's super light. I mean, we had a lot of them Sunday.
Because I could only imagine if when we go and there's like 50, 60 people at TFCon, and we're holding up a booth or a lane, that we're probably going to have to move aside. Like,
oh yeah, we're definitely going to have to keep it in packs. What were you going to say, Matt?
Mm-hmm. Well, as far if they have it in the same place in Chicago, I went to the one in Chicago. It's downstairs. They had a Supernatural convention also going on up top, so it's a little bigger than TFCon. They was in a small room, so it's more compact than it was in North Carolina. North Carolina was a big showroom. That was wide open. Yeah, I hope so. I'm hoping they moved it from there. There was rumors they are, so I don't know. But if they have it downstairs like they did last time, it's going to be sweating balls. So, I mean, it's a little more compact, little area, low ceiling, you know, and everything. But it was, if you go at the right time, like you said, different times, you know, it's a little open. Opening, you know, like, you know, when they first get there, I mean, it's going to be compact. You know, you're going to have a lot of people in there. So, you know, it's just a matter of where they have it this time.
Hey, we rolled deep, so
Yeah, man.
Get out the way.
Asshole and elbows.
Well, it
All
sounds like you guys
fingers.
had a good time, man. It really does sound like you guys had a pretty decent time. You guys pick up anything, or was just more of just window shopping and looking around?
I picked up a few things actually. The
Pop figures?
Nah, Tamashi Nation, Star Wars. I collect the Figuarts Samurai.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I picked up the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive one they had, and I also got if you've seen the one with the drum on the belly, like the drum beater, and I picked up a few prints from an artist that I'm kind of familiar with, Chasing Artwork, and he does pretty nice stuff.
Jose, you grab anything?
Nice. Nah, I kept it low key. I was just basically window shopping. Took tons of pictures of some stuff, and I'm gonna upload that stuff to Facebook so everybody could see tons of pictures.
Well, the correct answer was, if I said, "Did you grab anything?" You said, "Asses." That's the correct answer.
I wish, but they have that strict. They have a strict policy there. Cosplay is not consent. I believe is how it's worded. You know what I'm saying? So, so you got to watch yourself. But I mean, I got tons of pictures, lots of nice ladies in their costumes and stuff like that, and you'll be seeing that.
Well, that's what I was going to segue into that. If you guys want to see any of the pics, and thank you guys for posting, your pics throughout the day. Kind of felt like we were there with you somehow. You can check out Energon_addict on Instagram and HurricaneBX on Instagram and see his pics. And if you are a member of the Realm of Collectors Facebook group, these guys will hopefully be posting them shortly in the group within today or tomorrow, and you can see some of them there. So,
yes, sir.
All right, I think that that kind of segued the banter part of the show, and let's see if Dust Mites is going to get the screen share right today. What do you guys think? Screen share?
No.
It's happening.
Nope.
I'm easy. Screen share.
Already jacking up. Good night, folks.
Entire screen. We got it, guys. We got it.
We got it.
All right, I'm going to rely and get some of the guys in the chat so they can help us out. Guys in the chat, how we looking here?
Oh, look, we got some.
Yeah, and don't make fun of my
Your scary desktop.
Hey, whenever I work on a new music project, this is how it looks. So
tons of folders.
Yep, there's music samples, chops, snares, video ideas. Everything's just scattered. That's how I work. So hi. So we all seeing this right now?
Yes, sir.
All right, great. Make sure
You gotta go to presenting, though. I think.
I am presenting.
Oh, okay.
Why, you guys don't see it?
Well, we
see
do,
it.
but every
We
time
see
somebody talks, it pops off.
That's just
Okay.
on the panel, brother. That's just on the panel, not
Don't
for
tell me
everybody
that because I just stopped sharing.
else. Yes, you did.
Yep.
Go back. I saw it fine.
Wow, you hear Jose yelling at you?
Yes.
Put you in place.
This is why I don't do the screen sharing
weeks.
on the show.
2 weeks, Brammer, TF Con. I'm gonna see you in person, man.
Play.
You're gonna get a spanking.
All right.
Smile.
All right. After this, we're going to start off with a big shout out to the Cool Table Network. If you guys don't know what the Cool Table Network is, what the fuck are you doing here? We are a collection of like-minded individuals that all have podcasts, communities, reviews, just friends, good family, and good fun. Shadowcast Uncut. Of course, you have RLC with Enter the Realm, Beers and Bolters 40K, Plastic Fanatics, Nerd Rage Radio, Toy Detox, and the infamous 8 Weeks. Did you guys listen to the last episode of 8 Weeks?
Man, it was hot.
I cannot wait for the next one.
Fire.
So you can find this. We have a Facebook like page. Hit that page, and that's going to be kind of like a hub for all the shows and all the information that is going on within the Cool Table Network. And next up, hey, I just want to take a quick couple of minutes and explain the Rock Pack. Does anybody know what the Rock Pack is?
Oh yeah.
No, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
I know.
Rock Pack. It's kind of like our Loot Crate, to say. For $30 for pre-order for $30, you could get a T-shirt and a bunch of good swag. Cannot give away what the swag is, but believe me, it's well worth more than the $30 price tag that you are paying. The shirt is going to be a Transformers-related shirt because it is a TFCon exclusive. And you will get 2 chances at the show to win a $100 gift certificate given to us by the man, Agabus.com. So that is on his arm. So you guys could purchase your... use your gift certificate, excuse me, at the con that day. What I wanted to explain about this is that this is kind of like our GoFundMe for the Realm of Collectors. No proceeds go into our pocket other than the money that we did lay out pre-handed wise, and it's going to fund like our next t-shirt project, getting tables at a convention, maybe at NYCC, getting a table, the little things here and there that we like to give away. So the website costs, stuff like this. So this is why you see us promoting it and pushing it. And plus, it's pretty damn fucking cool. I'm going to tell you guys, it started out with one thing, then turned into the next. Well, what about this? What about that? And it all just came together this week. So it looks fantastic, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. Now, if anybody that's not going to TFCon, just hit up one of your ROC brothers. I'm sure one of them will mule it for you, pick it up. Get it to you. It's no issue at all. We are a little bit over halfway sold out, so sizes are limited. We are running out of the special sizes. I believe we are out of 5X, and I think we're out of small.
Yep.
So shout out to the big and the small side of the spectrum.
I got the last small.
I was gonna get another one, and I'm like, "Fuck, it's all good."
Yeah, I got too small myself. Yeah.
So if you guys want to pick this up, just go to realmofcollectors.com. We made it super easy. Just pop in there, choose exactly what size you want. It links right to your PayPal, or you can use your credit card. Everything is secure. And
nice work on that, guys. It was super easy.
Yeah, that was Ace Milo, man. He hooked that up, and he left like a cute little message when you hit this submit button. So it says, "Ha, we got your fucking dough." But yeah, I really appreciate everybody that's supported so far, and I cannot wait to see everybody's faces at TFCon. And I know for a fact once people start seeing these shirts rolling out and what we got, I think we're gonna run through the rest of our stock real quick. So enough of that. All right, all the promoting is done. Let's start with third-party bullshit. All right, wasn't this X2 Toys was doing this?
I think so.
I think it was X2 Toys that was going to make this a Teletran 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fantastic. Let me just go real quick with what I think. I think it's great. I think that some third-party companies should stay in this lane. Try not to reinvent the wheel with engineering and making the next best masterpiece toy, because let's face it, some of these companies should not be in this business, engineering wise and quality wise. So I think there is a market for things like this. It just matters on price point, keeping it at the right price. I know, of course, prices have gone up since the old Chug add-on days, and people are going to take advantage of us masterpiece collectors. Damn you. But I'm really digging this. It'll really look good with the collection. Thoughts?
I'd say I'd be careful telling all the third parties to jump on this. Tomorrow, Fanstoys, X-Transbot, they'll all be dropping
the renders. Here come the renders.
Render.
No, but I'm not saying all third-party companies. I'm just thinking like there's certain companies that will exceed with these things and not exceed when it comes to putting thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars into a figure design that's just not going to go anywhere.
For sure. I think it looks super dope. It would be interesting to see what the price is going to be. I know some people pay 100 and some won't pay more than 40 for it. Yeah. So to see where, like, as our first real third-party set piece, it'll be interesting to see where they set the mark for price point. Well, and it might be interesting to see if any companies design one where a phone can slide into it or something like that.
Oh, to light up the screen?
To light up the screen.
Yeah. Cool. What I was thinking was, if this is X2 Toys, when you saw their Devi upgrade kit, it was nice, but it wasn't $80 nice.
No,
I don't think it justified the price for what you were getting, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's like those Fort Max and those Metroplex hands that just dropped $50 for hands, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be the guy to say, hey, anybody getting this? But, you know, just speak amongst yourself. You got something to say, pop in, tell us to shut the fuck up. Or keep it rolling.
Yeah, well, I think something like this is fantastic, especially with how popular toy photography is. You know, something like this that scales with your masterpiece figures, something that you could take pictures with and then just put it out there. I think it's wonderful as long as the price point is something reasonable, because I wouldn't want to pay more than $20 or $30 for a prop like that, especially there's no engineering that goes into it. It would basically be the sculpt and the paint. But I think it's fantastic. As long as the price is reasonable, I think this is a good thing, and I hope more companies do something like this in the future.
And with the prevalence of DTOS in the community, you know, everybody that's everybody's goal is basically is to get DTOS, and that looks like it's going to fit really well in there.
Well, I think that's going to be the money shot, is if it's going to slide in a DTOF real nice.
Behind your season 1 dudes. You know, my guess is it's going to be $59.99.
I was thinking it might be up there, maybe a little bit more, especially if it's light up. If it's going to have a light up screen.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Is there going to be a side piece for it? You know, you could tell that the floor isn't going to be part of it. So
right. I'm thinking it's going to be $80, $79.99.
Yeah,
Well,
that seems to something like that. It seems to be like the soft spot, you know.
Yeah,
that's way too much for something like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think something like this is something that could be pumped out pretty easily by a company. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not like engineering an action figure where you have to engineer transformation like you would with a regular transformer. This is basically just like a sculpt design. It's a little bit of paint, and you put it out there, package it up, put it out there. So anything more than like a $30 or $40 price point for this, I think would be a mistake.
It's sort of like those fucking wackadoos that are building fucking dioramas out of styrofoam, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking crazy guys out there.
Those fucking guys.
Shout out to Crashbox customers.
But this bitch to go on clearance. That's what
Anybody else got anything to say before we move on?
Next.
I can't see you guys, so I don't know if you know what's going on.
Oh, that looks good.
All right, another Prime.
Yay.
Generations Toys.
Right.
This is
Look at them sunglasses.
I love the way that looks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Fuck you, Deluxe. I just realized that now.
Said that on Sharecast this week, man. I was looking forward to it, but then Bobby B was telling me if you look at it, I think he saw it originally. I think he's seen it in person or something. And if you look from it from down below or right above it, it doesn't look that good. So I was in on this, and then I saw the shades, and I was like, I don't know. I just don't know.
So is this based off IDW?
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely IDW design.
Hey, anybody monitoring the chat? We're still broadcasting okay there? Everybody sees everything?
Well, I'm sure we're all
Is
right.
everybody in the chat saying, "Oh, we don't see anything"? What are you guys talking about?
Nobody's complaining.
All right, cool. Just making sure. Oh yeah, it looks really good though, man.
It
I don't
looks
know.
good,
I'm just a sucker
yeah.
for primes and megs, man.
It looks like the shake. It looks like shaky from with the meat wad and the fry.
Aqua Teen Hunter, of course.
Yes, Aqua Teen. It looks like shaky now.
You hear the chirp?
Oh,
You hear the
get
chirp?
it.
Yeah.
And he looks like an old Cylon Raider from Battlestar Galactica.
Or Jetfire. He looks like from Jetfire.
Is this supposed to be like a masterpiece scale?
Yes.
Yes. So I mean, if they paint it black, I'll buy it. I'm not going to buy another Prime, but
He's red, Matt.
I know Nemesis though.
That's
Nemesis Prime.
Iron Claw's a big Nemesis guy.
Yeah.
There's
Go
a
ahead, guys.
small,
Fight it out. Get him, Matt. Tell him how you feel.
there's just small differences in this with the G Creations that's coming out, and with G Creations doing this and Prowl and Generation Toy just showing the Prime so far, leaning more towards G Creations for the IDW MP scale.
Yep.
And
Go
ahead.
ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead. Sorry.
I'd say it's a kind of a funny, weird shift just over the past few months. A lot of people now going at the IDW or with MakeToys and their Cross Dimension series, like leaving the MP third-party wars and sort of branching out.
It's kind of a good idea if you think about it. It's, I mean, people touching it really, so it's a good way to go.
Just interesting.
Yeah, Yeah, just to add to that, I think that's what's going to add longevity to the franchise. You can't just get, have a product that's put out that just gives you those toon tickles, tackling like another version like this IDW verse that we got from the comics over the past, that's 10 years they've been doing it. I think the design of that looks awesome. And if they do that in a masterpiece scale, that just kind of blows the door open for an entire new line that people could collect.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing.
I think I'm wrong because isn't Generation Toys doing the Bomber Megatron too?
Yes. If you have patience, that's next.
Yeah.
Is there a toy for that?
When Takara.
Whenever I hear like Bram, it sounds like a Dean Martin song over there. I hear the fucking ice jingling, Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show.
I think it's going to speak to the longevity of third party if they do this shift, because whenever Takara drops like, Inferno or Grapple, everybody goes like, see, third party sucks. Takara will make it eventually. Well, they're not going to get to IDW, and they're not going to do all Beast Wars, and they're not going to ever look at anything else.
That's a lane that these other companies should really go to. Let the guys that want to follow Takara's footsteps. Okay, you guys do that. We're going to be over here doing this.
Exactly. I'm going to have to interject. I'm going to disagree with that because, like we was talking earlier, I think they will knock these stuff out. They can because they don't have to have listings for this. The reason why they can't get out all the G1 stuff, like Jazz and some other Cliff Jumper and all that, because they're having the licensing issue.
You're talking about Takara.
Yeah, so I think Takara can tackle this. I mean, because like they wouldn't have to have any licensing, and they could make this easily.
They can, but I don't.
But do you think they see the dollar in it though?
Yeah, as popular as the comics was, yes, I think they do.
Mm-hmm.
The comics did really well for them.
Of course.
So I think they would.
Does Takara deal in the comics though? I thought only Hasbro was connected to the IDW verse.
Takara can do it too. I mean, I don't know why they could.
I don't know much about that end.
Yeah, to touch on Matt's point, I think Takara could definitely go down this route. I think Hasbro's done it with their Chug stuff. You know what I'm saying? That they've done IDW designs with the products they put out for a mass market. I just don't think it's a priority for them to do this like with their masterpiece kind of style, figures. So I'm glad that third party's doing it, so we could kind of get this version of these characters because their designs look awesome. So if Takara's not doing it, Hasbro's not doing it, I'm glad that third party's picking up that ball and putting out a product like this.
Yeah,
for sure. Love stylized shit, man. Gotta love it.
This next one up is the Bomber Megatron.
Yep.
Now, let me just first say, I remember when Hasbro released their deluxe Bomber Megatron. I know a lot of people said, "I wish it was a Voyager."
Yeah.
Now, it's a fucking masterpiece class. Are those people still going to be in? Or do you think they said, it's not in the comic anymore. I kind of lost love for it. It's not on my mind anymore. I'm going to pass on it.
I'm waiting to see which company go this way because that Megatron had a really strong storyline in the IDW books. So I'm waiting to see if besides Generation Toys, somebody else does it.
Yeah, you want to see if somebody else is going to go that route. I mean, I don't really have that much of attachment to it, but I know I really liked the look, so this might be somewhere in the future for me.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't that a good figure too? Wasn't it? I mean,
it was god awful.
It was, was it really?
Yeah, it was kind of like when they started doing those super small deluxe figures. It had pretty cool engineering.
That's what I meant. Yeah, more or less that.
And I just know that a lot of us were just like, wow, why couldn't this be a Voyager? He would have really kicked some ass as a Voyager.
And Prime or Megatron should never be a deluxe class. Give me a break. It's
terrible. Easy. Ixnay on the Uxnay.
Yeah, I like the look of it. The one thing that bugs me, and I know it's in the comic images as well, is the M on his forehead. I think it's kind of cheesy a little bit. But other than that, I think it's really, really
cool. But if that's pipeline, the nice neon purple standing out.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
That's the other thing. We haven't seen colors on this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's a huge thing with this.
Oh figure. Yeah, it'll make or break it.
Yeah, it'd be cool if it was like a gunmetal black, a little metallic feel, but you get into the trouble with the metallic paints.
Well, the thing is the fucking purple accents have to be on point.
Yeah.
Because that was a major thing. You know, it was all about Dark Cybertron and Dark Energon and all this other shit. So, you know, it has to, the accents have to be on point.
Shout out to Tron and Sark, by the way. Anybody else have anything to say before we go on, move on to the next?
I'm all in for this thing. I mean, we touched base on the last figure, the Optimus in this. I'm gearing towards just like a whole Optimus shelf and a Megatron shelf. So
I wanted to.
I see a little bit of something that I want on each side of it, whether this be like, you know, an IDW version or not. I'm just gonna get it just because it looks cool and it's fucking Megatron.
And it's unique. It's unique. It's unique.
Yeah.
And that's when these third-party companies are breaking into new territory. They always start with Optimus and Megs because they know everybody's got the shelf for them, right?
Yep. Exactly. To follow up on that point, like I put Megatron in that same class as Optimus Prime. Like they're the leaders. If you put out a figure of those characters and the QC is good, pretty much guaranteed it's gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Yep.
So, all right, what the fuck's going on here?
This is out of the Galvatron company, and this is their what the hell was this? Thunderstorm?
Yeah, it's definitely something.
What did you say, Galvatron? What did you say?
Galvatron.
Hey, now.
This is their version of Thunderwing, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
What universe?
That's Stormbringer version. It's
IDW.
IDW.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's one of the IDWs.
I think there's a rumor
This was one of their early
TFC.
storylines.
What's that, brother? Matt?
I think there's a rumor they're with TFC. I think.
Yeah,
I think there's a picture that shows their stuff with TFC stuff. So I don't know.
They've been quiet for a while too. TFC, eh?
I like the middle bot. I like the middle one, not the Unicron. But I like him. I don't like it when he changes into his goofy step cousin.
Yeah, I didn't even bother grabbing the pic, so I got these together real quick. So onward we go.
I'd say he's a pretty unique choice to make a toy out of.
Yeah, it's different, right?
But when you got this guy right here,
the Unicron.
Interesting.
So
I like that they're doing the two versions.
Now this was the design from like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, the Beast Wars Neo.
Yeah.
The one with the lightsabers, Beast Wars Neo, and the other one's the Armada.
Star Wars and Transformers mix again. All right.
I mean, it's cool, but it's not the Unicron that I want. It's not the Unicron I'm looking for.
The one on the right, I'm liking even more. I was all in for the Beast Wars Neo version, but now that they're doing their own version of the Armada one, and with how big this thing is, I mean, it's at least a head taller than Primus, and at least the same as Unicron.
You know what looks really good? My Amazon Unicron that I still have, movie version.
Like,
but this thing dwarfs it.
Scale. You would scale.
Yeah.
I'm a two-ship piece. I would get that. I would get the Armada one before I would the Beast Wars.
Is this as tall as Warbitron Bruticus or what? Like,
I don't know because they didn't show.
They haven't gonna get
one at a time. I'm saying one at a time.
They really haven't shown any size comparisons, so we don't really know how tall it is. I mean, how big it is.
The only size comparisons they've shown so far are to Primus, and he is at least a head taller than Primus.
okay.
So he's about the same size as Armada Unicron.
That and the thing is he's like twice as wide as Primus, and he's twice as big as Primus in planet mode.
Yeah, do you need a wide load really for $200?
Hey man, I like a wide load sometimes.
You think he's going to be 200?
All right, this one's for Russ. We're going back down to the Generation Toys, and
damn,
I feel very uncomfortable looking at that guy right now.
I feel violated.
I'm gonna just say this. They They should whoever. I don't know how to say it. Whoever put that up.
See, Russ, you got to eat a little bit on this one, man.
I do. It's killing me because I'm trying to defend it, and I'm running. I can't think of anything to say, because that just looks like shit.
Just say "fuck you guys."
Could it possibly be mistransformed? Because he looks like he's doing the pee-pee dance. I
don't know, man. It's crazy. What's funny is I'm still in on these guys. I can't back off them, so I want them so bad.
The other three look okay. The other three look okay because it's kind of the same mold, kind of just reworked a little bit. So
right.
No, you can back out. You only got one.
I know, but
yeah, when you get 3-4 in, you got to go the distance, man.
But yeah, you're only one in. You're good, man. You're good.
But this doesn't affect the combined mode.
That's true.
They've shown pictures of the combined mode, and the combined mode looks straight to the IDW comic.
It looks good. I love the combined mode.
Well, we won't be seeing pictures of the combined mode because it wasn't at the show.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing.
Ace, my love.
Is that the one with the rollerblades? Isn't that the rollerblade?
Yes,
thing?
that's Rollerblade Menasor.
Oh shit! Let's go back to the '90s with that fanny pack.
Oh hell yeah!
Ace.
It looks good.
That's a little bit better.
That thing looks like shit.
Ladies
Hey,
and
you
gentlemen,
know
my
what? Here it
co-host
comes.
Arrived.
The combined mode
Ace?
looks good. There is nothing to complain about in the combined mode.
Oh, hey. Actually, if you take a look at this little banner at the top of the display case, you get a nice little view of the alt modes for Megatron and Optimus.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. And look, and wasn't the company that was putting out those something cons Transformation, but the banner there says Generation Toys.
Yeah,
so no fucks given. I'm trying to hide that company. Yeah.
Got him.
I mean, we knew that, but
Got him.
no fucks given there. They're just outing themselves right there.
It would have been more funny if it said Warbotron.
It was like, yeah, really.
Warbotron was supposed to be the name of the Bruticus set, and everybody just decided to go with
their
Warbotron
original name was Botron War, and they were going to
Botron
call that
War.
and they were going to call that Warbotron, and then they just said, "Fuck it, let's just call everything Warbotron."
But then they carried it on to their Computron as well.
Oh, that Menasor was like a perfect metaphor for this set.
I am a robot.
We don't even Ace, take it easy. We don't. It's not even. It's not even done yet.
Oh man, you want a soft spot with Russ? You got to sell a fucking MP10 for $400. About these guys.
First release Transformation Menasor for sale. $800.
Oh man! Like soon as Ace comes in, he goes, "What a piece of shit!" Hey, easy, Tiger. Anyway,
all right. So
let him finish it first.
3D print of something here.
This is Open Play Springer. I don't know what their name is, but
moving along.
It's going to be Open Play. Open Play is Open Play.
Open Play.
Well, we saw those other pictures first, and this you get to see a little bit more of it.
Did we need to see a little more of it?
In its prototype glory, the resin glory.
I mean, really?
I mean, yeah, it really isn't. I mean, it's not that bad.
No, robot mode didn't look bad to me.
I wonder who these guys
comparable. It's a little more streamlined than Fanstoys alt modes.
It looks
It's
flat.
It's better than
It
Alan.
looks like Fanstoys alt mold.
Yeah.
I like Alan.
Of course.
I
Look, it's
like
childish.
Alan. He's a good guy.
Okay,
Oh,
continue.
Me and Alan go way back. Oh, Toy World.
Toy World.
We're
Yeah.
into the Toy World segment, ladies and gentlemen. So please, folks, keep your hands in the car at all times
Oh man, Toy
and
World.
get ready for a ride.
Fuck's sakes.
All right, I'm going to go back to work. I'll be back when this is done.
Hey, Ace, I'm trying to get through it. I figured an hour for third party, an hour for Hasbro.
Oh, all right.
We were just
We got
yapping.
20 minutes. We got 20 minutes. So Toy World seems to be doing the same thing that Fanstoys is doing, and they're dropping all their renders, but their renders look awful. When you see,
Well, this looks
It's
better.
not a
This
render.
looks better in renders than it does now.
Yes.
well, that's what I mean. So like, you look at their style, they're
Oh my
going.
God.
Like, oh god,
Yeah, it doesn't get any better,
No,
folks.
that's
it looks like a Hasbro. It looks like a Hasbro Voyager figure.
The Hasbro look better.
Yeah.
Springer from Hasbro was good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
Great.
just mean they were doing this.
That's not. Nobody putting Hasbro in that.
I think when I sell all my chugs, I think that's gonna be one I hold on to.
That's a really good
One,
figure.
like there's only gonna be a handful I'll hold on to, and that's
I'm
one.
not knocking the Hasbro. I'm just saying.
Oh, you knocked it.
Oh, I knocked it.
You knocked.
All right.
Oh boy, you did.
Well, the fact that we're comparing a fucking Hasbro Generations figure to a MP fucking scaled fucking Toy World piece of shit says all that we need to
Breathe.
fucking know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Toy World.
ladies and gentlemen, Bram Juice is in the house.
That's what I'm getting at.
Damn
It
I
just
fucking
looks.
hate
You just
Toy World.
I think it just passed out, man.
It looks like cheap plastic. It looks like just short of hollow.
Thing. If you were vaping while you were talking like that, that would have been awesome.
All right, next up we have the coneheads from Toy World.
Yeah, fuck them too.
Yeah, word. Fuck these things.
I was really looking forward to these guys, and I'm just hoping that maybe they're mistransformations and
No.
mistakes going on here.
Look at those fucking head sculpts.
These were the dude.
Look at that shit.
The one thing that turned me off was like wing placement and just certain things were just. I'm hoping it's mistransformed and.
These are your waterhead.
Okay, Bram, were you there?
Waterhead.
These are your waterhead cone.
I wish they were waterhead. That would make them better. Like
I mean, their limbs look a little small too. They just feel
the wings on the back look wrong.
Here we go with another thing. Remember what we were talking about? An example of when color attacks.
Yeah.
Because when this looked in prototype, it looked okay, and then once they slap some color on it in detail, you're just like, whoa.
They should do what MMC does and just release the prototypes as limited editions.
It could be the lighting. Could be the lighting.
I mean,
lighting my ass.
Toy World's gonna be like Impossible Toys. I think we're gonna see them.
But then Toy World does such good stuff sometimes.
I know they're just all over.
Impossible Toys did some decent stuff.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Oh God.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, you
And I own a lot of it. But
So I take it across the panel. Everybody's kind of got the same feeling about it.
well, I could see what they're trying to do. Like, if you look at the masterpiece ones, like the kneecaps come up, they look a little, so to speak, stubby. So what they try to do is like extend them and make them a little more lengthier. But it looks like shit. In my opinion, it just looks like shit.
And they're about a head taller than your other MP seekers. So
yeah, and I wouldn't mind that for coneheads because the coneheads always were kind of like goons, man. They were like the goon squad.
Yeah.
They also look like they have an extra joint below the hip.
Good old hip joint.
Man, stick to the combiners, man. Just stick to the combiners, and then forget about this single stuff. Forget about that cup. Forget about the finger.
Yeah, that thing's
like I said, it's Skullfest. Find your niche and fucking run with it.
Yeah. So if you can do a Debbie that good, I think you can. I'm hoping that we see a render either Bruticus or Superion. Yeah. Keep where you're good at. And stop doing this single shit that nobody wants.
That's like I was saying earlier when we were talking about, the add-ons, third parties getting into add-ons. Some companies, maybe like Toy World, should stick to similar, smaller stuff and don't try to reinvent the wheel because it's not working for them. It really, and here's an example right here. This thing.
That's fucking disrespectful.
They fucked up.
You know what's disrespectful? Not sending over a bottle of Bram juice for me.
Don't worry, we'll get that hooked up at fucking TFCon, baby.
I don't think anybody's gonna buy this cup at all.
Yeah. I think the weak point is just like for Toy World is just that some of their designs like hit the mark, don't hit the mark. But I think they make a good product. I've owned at one point like a lot of Toy World products, and I've never had like any QC issues.
Yeah,
it's just their designs. Yeah.
But that's the thing. You can have a piece of shit that fucking works as a piece of shit. You know what I mean? It fucking.
I just took a really good shit.
Yeah. Look at this fucking cup. There's no fucking reason for this shit. There's no reason for this.
Alt mode looks good.
There's no
Alt mode looks like a fucking
easy.
It almost seems like Toy World is like almost like two different divisions. Like they have a division that does good shit, and then they got a division that does crap. And it just doesn't make sense. If we go to look at Toy World Devi, I mean that thing looks like nothing that's coming out after the fact. This looks like they just brought it out the basement and said, all right, let's just see if the shit sells.
I've seen better quality windshields on fucking Lego toys.
And then we have this guy. This is they're going to be their Orion, their Prime.
Why are all the thighs are so disproportionate?
It's even
all these figures.
Filler piece on the waist. They left a part at home.
It is weird. It's like they make the legs fat.
Like,
yeah, I was gonna say mute your mic if you're gonna do that.
all right,
It sounds like someone's got an iron lung.
my bad. But like the thing is like Orion back in the day in Hegemon were like huge figures.
Yeah,
you know?
they were good figures.
They were good figures, but upsizing them, you can see the flaws that were in the figure in the first place that they haven't gone through and checked in this remold.
Now, do you think this is really like just a upsize? It doesn't really look like.
It
doesn't look like Orion. It looks like a totally different mold. It looks like they took a little bit from the MP10 also.
Yeah. Just Legos, man. Just Legos.
Of this figure, like
Did you say Legos?
Yeah, this is like a build-a-figure, build-a-block figure, whatever.
Yeah. It just seems so irrelevant and pointless.
Just Legos, man. Just Legos.
Of this figure.
All right.
Echo.
All right.
Someone popped in. Someone.
Nope.
I don't know.
Oh.
All right. I saved the best for last, I think.
Fucking A. See, I told you it was gonna look better as fucking Orion Pax.
Honestly, I might buy that.
No.
As soon as they fucking stuff that up, I knew with the fucking feet, the fucking shoulders. Look at that shit.
They need a better head. Oh, that's a tiny, that's an itty bitty little head.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, jeez.
That looks like he took the witch doctor's number.
His head is small. Wow.
God. Anybody got anything good to say about this?
Listen. They're just doing what Hasbro does, and you're gonna crucify them for it.
This is E-Hot. That's
I crucify Hasbro too when they do this shit.
Ace, you in? Ace, you in for this?
Probably not. No.
Okay, good. Anybody in for this?
Is that Soundwave and Optimus colors?
What'd you say, Matt?
Is that Soundwave and Optimus colors?
They got the G2 Devi in the background too.
You're gonna give them an idea for another repaint, Deluxe. Don't do it.
Look at these.
Right.
Blue and silver.
And then there was a light at the end of the tunnel.
X-Transpots.
This is
in our Trailbreaker Hoist Wars, we saw actual finished products and we saw transformations, and what we thought looked good once, Bad Cube was like, ooh, that transformation, and then you see the Mastermind Creations one? No, it was MMC, right? The other one? We saw that at Skullfest, and
that thing is junk.
Yeah, it really is pretty bad, and I don't care if anybody says, well, it's not a proto. That's pretty much finished.
I think it's finished.
Yeah, and then
slap a price tag on that thing, and it's done.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my god, well, you got this over here and that over there, and then of course we saw Fanstoys render. And then X-Transbots leaked a little teaser in that back of the box picture with the Autobot crew, the artist rendering, and then here we go. They dropped this.
The crazy thing about like all the fucking Trailbreakers and Hoist is that Trailbreaker and Hoist are very similar molds, but like you can tell the difference in each company the most, I think, in the Hoist.
Yeah.
Well,
the Hoist looks nothing like what Trailbreaker did in the cartoon. Hoist.
Well, that's just the cartoon.
The
G1,
the
toys were
looked really like the G1 tune.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had like the stumpy little legs and the fat round body.
So frumpy looking.
Well, when the legs just fold out from underneath the car, you don't got to do much.
Yeah. I don't know. So far, from what I like this a little bit more than what I've been seeing.
Yeah, like I like the bad.
Go ahead.
One at a time.
Go ahead.
Let's say it one more time.
I was into the Bad Cube, and then I saw how thick Trailbreaker's upper torso was, and it just looked really awkward. And I mean, you see the issues with the MMC and stuff. These look good, but then of course we gotta wait to get them. Like
we also thought the other ones looked good.
Exactly, like Bad Cube looks super dope, and then you get better views of them. And,
but the problem with these guys is they're gonna be built like garbage.
Well, how could you say that? Recently, they've been on the upscale, and then you could you were the one that said, "Oh my God, this
KFC is."
It's the same shit.
I know, but it's not.
Same shit.
Well, Boost and Hatch are garbage.
What about Andrus?
Andrus ain't bad, but those feet are a fucking joke.
defeat.
What about the Scourge?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome
That's
to
it.
welcome to the
interesting.
Transformers fandom right here in Ace Milo.
Yeah.
He is the TF 2000 W5 boards walking.
He's all wrapped up.
Persona.
Hey, I'm just telling you, man. With all these, people coming out with the Hoist Trailbreaker, Takara will probably be releasing.
I agree.
Yeah, I
So it's
agree.
going to wipe out all these people.
Probably.
So I'm just,
Yep. Just be patient, man. This coming.
you see, Inferno did it. They're going to do it.
Yeah.
They'll just do it.
You get different tastes too. People, they drop their Inferno, it looks super tuned, but for some people like myself, it's almost too tuned. I like it to be a little bit more like
more
MP10,
detailed. Yeah.
a bit more like MP10, and so I'll grab a third party over their Inferno.
Well, let me shoot something at you guys real quick. Now that you say that, well, everybody's doing it, so Takara's doing it. Well, you see all these springers. Does that mean Takara's? I mean, I don't think they've.
I bet they do. I bet they have something in mind.
I don't think they've mastered triple changer technology yet over there.
No.
I don't think they've mastered it yet.
They did it with the Voyager. Why would they not do it with the MP scale? So
They don't got to pay a licensing fee.
yeah,
It's not nothing stopping them.
that's why I think we've talked about it.
Wait a minute, you're saying Hasbro nailed the triple changer technology?
Yeah.
As far as Chubb,
That Astro train is really looking good, huh? That train mode.
Oh yeah, that shit is
It's their
perfect.
designs. They
Shit
can
is
do
perfect.
it. It's their designs. And like I said, like I said earlier,
Okay,
with
I gotta
the-
go
with the
back
third-
and look at that thing.
with the season 3, all them stuff, it's easy to put out because they don't have to have lasting fees at all. Because all
Yeah,
season
but-
3 is our
It's all made up shit.
As soon as Takara starts dropping season 3, everybody's gonna lose their mind and go, well, where's my Jazz and where's my this guy? And I'm getting Headmasters now, and
We
all
are
I
getting
want
Jazz.
is my G1 cast.
They are
My
getting a
G1
change.
cast.
You'll get it. Don't worry. That takes time. Just like a third party, it takes time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, well, as far as what we were looking at, it's a shame because X-Transbots always nails the look of these characters. It's just always the QC that's
Yeah, of
questionable.
Yeah.
So,
I picked up my Apollyon today, and I was just like,
Just that extra 2 steps. That's all Keith has
Yeah.
to do is go that 2 steps.
But it's weird because KFC, he's been putting more effort into that than he has been into.
Yeah,
Extra
like
Transbots.
that Simba. That Simba looks like it's really kick ass. And you were really thinking that it was going to be dog shit.
well,
I think
maybe-
the Blitzwing is going to be good too. KFC's Blitzwing, I think it's going to be the best one.
That's it.
Well,
That's
that's
it
what
right there.
Yeah, right here we saw a little bit of their tank mode, and of course,
I think this fucking tank mode is badass.
this is not painted.
Yeah,
But it looks
that
really
looks really
good.
fucking good.
Comparing to Gewalt or G-Walt, whatever you want to call him.
There's a lot of stuff I like about Gewalt, but I don't know.
I think the Jetmo looked pretty good too for KFC. Or Dicka, I guess it's his name, Dicka.
Dicka. So yeah,
Bears.
this is what we've seen at that show that they recently.
Oh,
had.
Simba's right underneath him. Oh,
I mean-
soon.
I can't wait to get Rekar at TFCon. I can't wait to mess with him.
Simba's supposed to ship next week.
Damn.
I,
You're gonna
need
take it back now.
I swear, I remember when they said it's gonna be a piece of shit. I'm not fucking with it.
That's a
Blah, blah, blah.
super MP style tank mode. Like it looks.
Yeah.
It's
It
great.
really does look like the Blitzwing tank mode right there, man.
Yeah,
This picture nails it right here, man. I think this.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have a head right in the front.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see what happens when they apply the color.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just me or does it look small?
When you look at it next to Rekar,
Look at it next to Rekar, yeah.
It looks like about the same length as the bike.
but,
Yeah,
but
it doesn't look like it's
Rekar is not a good MP match to that because he's just
The
a
bike is gigantic, yeah.
he's just a biped that turns into a motorcycle. He's not like when you take a MP car and transform it, it really shrinks down, right?
Right. I don't know. I'm excited.
There's no other jet mode or anything in this, right? Just
No, it's just whatever they had at the show because we've seen everything else before.
well,
trying to keep it-
not in physical, just in.
Yeah, just in what we have. I'm just trying to bring this a
This-
little refreshing, and this is kind of like the newest.
Honestly, this tank mode is fucking
The
the
newest
best,
one.
the best one we've seen so far. I think.
I put him in tank before I put him in jet because I've got fucking 100 seekers already. So,
And you know what? To me, I don't mind if it doesn't look exactly like a jet. You know what I mean? If it looks more like the toy / tune, it didn't in the tune and in the toy, it didn't look like a jet.
Well,
You know
it had
what I
a fucking giant
Right.
tank turret.
Weird. It was just it was just they look awkward, so they don't really have to go all out to make it look like
nail bot, and nail the tank because we don't have any good MP tanks.
And get the jet pretty close.
Yeah, and get a 60.
I'm not looking to see vents on the jet and making it look all stylized and modern.
I really like how much detail they added to this. To the
Yeah, I love it.
Backcube's tank. What's his face?
War Dog.
He's a good tank.
Yeah,
he is too, but he doesn't have as much. This has a lot more detail.
I just got.
How did Tara get in here? That was like a Tara.
Got that Tara money.
And this guy here, I'm waiting for.
I like this.
Yeah. The only thing that turned me off a little bit is the way the shoulders are connected a little, but I don't think you're gonna get it any better than that, honestly.
He's also gigantic. I saw him in person, and that jet mode is barely fits in a D12 sideways.
Well, Andrus is a pretty damn big figure.
He's a big, yeah.
Well, the season 3 bots were a lot bigger.
That's true. Yeah.
Everybody argues that, but they were a lot larger than the season 1 and 2 stuff.
It's weird that this thing isn't out yet. It's just like a blown up version of the KFC.
The Tempest.
Yeah.
See, you know what? And fuck you, because every time I look at those shoulders, that's what I think about, and it kind of pisses me off. Like fuck.
That Tempest is like $20 now.
Yeah, I hated that damn thing.
That was a Jizzite model. That was a fans project design that they bought.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, it was a Jizzite.
They should have kept it.
Jizzite did these guys, the GoBots. They did a bunch of those.
Nobody sees you, Ace.
Okay.
There's other.
Oh no, everybody sees you. Yeah.
There's other pictures of Elegos where like the shoulders are in closer, so you don't have that gap.
Yeah, but then what happens when you pose them?
Well, you pose it so it looks good.
I guess it's kind of like MP10 too, because MP10 has the same kind of pull out.
I don't know if these extend or not.
Well, we'll find out. I'm in. I need my Cyclonus.
Yeah.
I hear ice. I hear cans opening, bottles opening, and the ice is jingling. I'm running to the liquor store. I'll be right back.
See those Cyclonus?
Dust, you're very into tune accurate stuff. Yeah. I mean, does that hit your tune jiggle spot?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
It looks right.
The thing that really just bugs me is the shoulders, and I'm sure it might from a different angle, but maybe from a closer angle, maybe I'll just be like, ooh. But
I kind of hope those wings fold back.
I think they do. It kind of looks.
It looks like there's a joint. It looks like there's.
Got that tickle money.
Got that tickle money.
Tickle bucks.
All right, and the only
fucking
offerings for DX9 they had was their.
That's fine.
Their Legend scale.
Cool.
I remember when everybody saw the silhouette for Dinobots. We're like, why the fuck are they gonna do Dinobots? Not one person said.
I heard somebody say it, and I said it. And I was like, I hope it's fucking true. I didn't think it was gonna be true. I thought they were gonna be MP size, but I was very glad to see that they were Legends.
Yeah, that looks damn good for Legend scale.
See, they're in their lane and they're doing their thing right here.
Yeah, making their money.
This is where they really need to I mean, I know there's Iron Factories doing it also.
Yeah, but Iron Factory did their what do you call it? War Within model.
The Dinobots, yeah. They look shitty.
But I'm talking the Legends class size.
Yeah, no, that's what the Iron Factory.
But I'm just saying, I'm saying they're in their lane right now, and this is where they really need to stay.
Saying where DX9 shines.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, they make great Legends figs.
Yeah, they do.
They look
good stuff.
These look perfect. I mean,
everybody that buys them says that they're amazing.
Did they make Carrie?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Carrie.
And Tyrant.
Carrie, Tyrant.
I think Iron Factory. The guys beat. I think they beat Warren Pocket.
Iron Factory has better quality figures overall, but DX9 has more figures, and the ones they put out are good too. They're just not as like high end, I guess.
Yeah, I still put Iron Factory above DX9. I know they're good, but I still put.
But what's weird is when Iron Factory misses, they miss hard, like that Blitzwing.
Well,
the Orion Pax.
What about missing over here? I don't know.
Fucking A.
Maybe they should scale that up and make a Toy World.
No, you can't. I have the. I have the cup, and it's not going to work any bigger.
I don't.
Looks like the Toy World scale down.
Yeah, I know.
That looks like shit. I don't like that. I mean, the Dinobots are cool looking. This looks like crap.
But who likes Orion Pax?
This is I added this little extra for Ace, and I kind of needed a segue into MakeToys, so I just kind of.
You know what? That is a cool ass one.
Let's go.
It's really dope.
Wait.
I was giving you shit in the chat about the fucking Striker Manus because that doesn't really get me, but this Megatron's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that looks pretty cool too. I think in that picture that shit looks pretty good.
They did some really different things with it. Yeah, I mean, like sort of the tank tread feel on the legs, the round forearms, the sort of chest that kind of looks like an engine block almost. It's all kind of really awesome.
He looks menacing.
I love it.
Yeah. He looks real menacing. Like
I think this thing looks more like Megatron than Despotron does, in my opinion.
Jesus
not to beat that dead horse, but yeah, I'm just saying. Hashtag,
oh my god, it looks so fucking good. Look at that.
Plus,
look at that. Look how
plus,
yeah,
double barrel. Double barrel.
I don't,
you guys. Whoa, easy, don't jizz. Relax.
I definitely.
One at a time.
I definitely don't mind them taking liberties with the design. I'm glad that they're doing their own thing, that they're putting out a product like this, and the articulation and everything else that you're getting with it is awesome. And MakeToys is known for their pretty excellent QC.
He's got the ab crunch too. I can see it right there. Oh yes, I love you.
And that's the thing. Like, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Speak, man.
I was just saying. I'm sorry.
The damn Bram juice going, man. How did it go from 5 to 11 like that?
Because I'm on my third.
Speak on it, shit face.
But the thing is about this shit is that they're putting out their own fucking fiction. There's supposed to be some kind of app, right? MakeToys has their own app.
Yeah, they've had it for a while. It's
yeah,
they have like the QR codes where you can like scan it. You can see what it looks like in physical space.
Yeah, and then like the fact that they're doing
Hasbro.
Like. Yeah, they are, but the fact that they're doing their own fiction for it, they're explaining that, you know, this isn't your daddy's Megatron. This is something completely different. This isn't supposed to be tune accurate. This isn't supposed to be IDW. This is our own shit. And, you know, they're making them superposable. I mean, that's something to be commended because
yeah, for sure.
What scale is this in, guys?
Chuck,
it's this scale.
It's their own scale. They're remaking scale.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like?
They're with the Marvel Legend, so that's how big they are.
That's not bad, though. I don't know. That's kind of.
I just see this.
I mean, they're just celebrating the characters in their own way, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I love that shit. I love that they're doing their own thing. It's really cool.
Yeah, but you know what? Is it worth the $100 though to take that chance of if this is what you want?
They're not $100.
My man,
75 tax, and then you got fucking delivery.
Not if you go with Agabus.com. That's Agabus.com for all your Transformers.
That's Agabus.com.
Get it for $94.
See, segued in there.
Right.
Well, I mean, Despotron's what, 150. So
yeah.
I don't know.
All right, now I went the MakeToys route, and we're going to keep this nice and organized, and we're going to go one at a time here when I go to the next one, because I know we all have something to say about it. And, hey, Bram, we got another hour, so.
I'm choking myself. I'm not going to.
Right. Yeah, get a bottle of water.
Get some duct tape.
All right, here we go.
Ooh.
We've all seen it. Some of us have discussed it already on other shows, but I already said my piece, so I'm gonna sit this one out and let you guys go down the line. I'm trying to remember who was first. I think Energon Attic, you were first down there.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, hopefully the back wings, you can do something with them. The doors, I should say, not wings, but I like it a lot. And if it's MakeToys, I think it's gonna be made well. It's just that I think that the Takara is on its way, so I might wait.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, you could definitely see that you'll be able to put those doors up to give it like the
toy
IDW look and the toy look. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like there's a swivel and a hinge on those bad boys.
I can't see who's on the bottom of the screen, so please, guys, just one at a time.
Use this one.
What the fuck is up with the headlights?
There's probably going to be a clear piece that goes over them.
Yeah.
Johnny number 5.
I think this looks pretty good. And we know MakeToys is known for their stylized designs, but I think this looks pretty accurate to the G1 overall look. You know, as at least as far as I remember it. I would just love to see this in color, but looks good.
Out of all the officially announced figures, we're not counting the Takara because we don't know if that's real. I like this one the best.
Well, Ace, you've been talking about that for years now, that the design was done and it's coming, right?
It's just they're waiting on Volkswagen.
So you think this is a better? You said out of the announced
The
ones?
officially announced ones. I'm not counting Takara because we don't know if that's real yet.
So you're counting Hova. You think this looks better than Hova?
Yes.
How?
Like, with my eyeballs?
I was just gonna do that.
There's no way. I mean, there's no way.
First of all, that thing is never coming out.
Of course.
They're
Okay, but you said of the announced ones.
Then
Okay. Announced ones.
I can hope for anything. It's not going to come true. It's not going to. They're not coming out.
I mean, that thing's been on pre-order for like a year. Right?
I've seen that thing at the past like 6 TF cons, and it's never coming out.
I'm gonna have to wait for Takara because I mean I can't deal with
Yes,
that.
sir.
I've been loving everything MakeToys has been doing, and I know they're gonna.
Now this is the one looks.
Shit piece.
I'm not just talking about the way it physically looks. I'm also talking about how the quality is going to be. And
Yeah.
Right, but well-made turd's still a turd.
All right.
Nice.
Are we all
Nice,
done on
man.
this guy?
on that note,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's aspects about it that aren't perfect, but it's still.
Johnny number
it's still
5.
damn good.
Let's move into flavor country here.
Renderland.
This is
Toy of the year 2045.
It
It's
looks
crazy how they changed this design so drastically.
yeah.
Looks a
Yeah.
lot better.
Yeah.
Looks good though.
He's got
That
puppy
chest looks
Yeah.
good.
I'm just looking
That
at
chest
it.
looks
I'm
a
like,
lot
man,
better
that's
than it did last time.
fucking Springer, man. There's Springer right there. It's a
Yeah,
balance.
just
There's the balance
This
because
look-
on the chest you got the lines and you got the curve.
yeah, it looks way better than the first look that we got
Those first
at
renders,
this a few months ago.
those first renders were terrible. That was almost a year ago, not a few months ago.
Yeah.
Completely different.
I think that's part of Fantoy's strategy is they release these renders, you
Of
know,
course it is.
when everybody says they're going to do something, and then they listen to what people are saying, and then they tweak.
Yeah, they say
little
we
parts of it.
like the
brilliant.
roundness of we like the roundness of Alan, but it's too round. We like
place-
this. We like the open play style, and they kind of melded the two, and there you go.
Yeah, they put their placeholder out there.
You know
so
what?
Everybody says I'm not going to pre-order that because maybe Fanstoys is going to come out with this, and then
Holy!
You hear a lot of people bashing Fantoys for just dropping renders, but if they're actually listening to the community and changing their design a bit to meet what they want, and everybody knows they put out good die cast, they put out pretty solid quality figures, are they doing something that everybody else isn't? Listening to people taking feedback on their designs.
I think you're absolutely right. What they are is that they are probably the most high quality third party company out there. So they can put a render out and get people excited about it. But then, because they are so popular, everybody's going to have their criticisms of it.
Yeah.
So they're going to go ahead and listen to that. And the second render is better.
Yeah.
The third render is better. And then the final product. Okay, we've already had all this fan feedback, so we know what we're going to drop.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
That car mode is drastically different from that. First render.
I'm not crazy about those wheels in the front.
That's what I was like. I don't like the car mode at all.
Yeah, it's a little
Shit piece. I think before and after, I would like to have a talk with you about being the best third party company. Okay. Not fantastic. Okay. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
Talk to before and after. I can't say that shit straight, man.
fucking helicopter mode. It looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is I could just see it. I see it right in the movie right here.
You know what?
Yeah.
As Meatloaf said, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Shout out to Meatloaf. God dang.
Same thing
Shout out to Meatloaf. Where's Meatloaf?
Same
Yeah,
thing
where's
with
Meatloaf?
KFC,
We haven't seen
you know?
Meatloaf in a while. When was the last time Meatloaf was in a in an RC hangout?
98.
I got to hit him up this week. Maybe
Right
we'll get him
after,
on Tuesday.
right after Joyride.
He ain't doing much.
I
That's a
think
good picture
I
right
think
there.
he's gonna be
That's
a
a great
Trip Hop.
picture.
Okay, that Ollie is creeping
Except
me
for the
out.
wheelie.
Why did they go with that? I guess
It
they
looks
didn't
like
want- I
a
guess they
creepy
didn't
little
want-
baby.
I guess they didn't want to give Keith any love there, man. They don't mind giving Hasbro Takara love, but they're like, nah, we're not putting him in there.
That's
I don't
true.
even know what wheelie that is.
That's that. Oh God, that was
That
that
C9 or whatever?
Yeah,
That's that other one. That's
you know,
horrible.
man. I'm gonna tell you, man. When I first started collecting and I was getting to Masterpiece like 2 years ago, I was thinking about getting that guy. He was like $100 and some dollars too, man. I was like, I'll get it. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna get it.
They'll all see.
I'll take an ollie over that thing any day.
This guy right here is better than that piece of shit.
Yeah, I'll agree with you there.
Is that a?
All right. So, what do you guys think?
So-
Perceptor just looks way too small.
Yeah.
You don't
I think he fits. I think he fits well.
Yeah, I think he should be right up to about his little bit under his shoulder. I think.
I mean, he looks a little beefier than I'd imagine him being when you stand him up to everybody else there.
Mhm.
But I think he looks awesome. I'm not like, I'm all for liberties if it makes a great looking fig.
Question for Ace, and I know he's a little bit more familiar than I am, even though I have the figure and it's just sitting in there. Is that a hot rod mode or is that in Rodimus mode? Does it have the knees? Does it have the legs?
Rodimus.
That's right.
That's okay. So that's gonna
He's
be
as tall as Rodimus. He'd be taller than a hot rod.
Yeah.
Springer would be.
Yeah, I'm looking at my season 3 shelf, man. I think this is money right here. Right as of now, this looks pretty dope.
Yeah, he looks great with magnets too.
And don't get me wrong, I saw Alan at Skullfest, and it really looks it's overwhelming, man. It looks unbelievable, and it's just too fucking big. It's just too much. It's too much.
I like how they have the one Perceptor that actually has working elbows.
I like that Perceptor. I was just thinking about him today and how he's kind of underrated.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like him.
about him.
I love him. He's a great
But,
figure.
yeah, man, it's fucking science and shit, bro.
Science and shit. Nobody talks about him anymore.
Nah, we gotta start that on Instagram this week. Let's do science and shit week.
Yeah,
Let's bring back science and shit week.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have his science guns though.
Science
He needs his science guns.
to do science.
Hashtag science and shit.
The effect of lasers on everything.
I'd love to see like a upgrade kit for that Perceptor to change him to give him more like an IDW look, with sniper rifles and shit. That'd be cool.
But Galvatron is never coming out. That's supposed to be out now.
It's it's closer to being done than Springer is.
Yeah, look at him. He's done.
Yeah, it's pretty much fucking done in my book.
Yeah, so the prototypes will go out, and then in 6 months we get the figure.
So we get a little bit of both worlds here. We see a little bit of Springer, and we see a little bit of their, what is it, Sovereign?
Sovereign, yeah. And he's coming with 2 different barrels, right? He's coming with like a
the
translucent
clearish.
barrel.
Yeah, there's like an orange clear one, and then that.
He's just aged to perfection. That's all.
They left him in the cave a little too long to age.
You just gotta let it sit a little longer, right?
Like a nice cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
And okay, that's it for the third party segment. I figured I'd give us a little bit of break from looking at the screen for a little bit, and if you guys wanted to talk about anything that we looked at, or maybe we can have that discussion between Matt and Masterpiece Shitpiece right now about #1 third party company.
I'd love to hear
Or is
that.
or is that for something off the air?
No, that was a joke.
Well, I agree with Nick, because like when Fanstoys drop something, whether it be a render and they call them bullies, whatever the case may be, I'm like, I kind of put it on pause, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna wait for Fanstoys because everything they make is pretty good.
Yeah.
So I'm not. It's almost like Takara. Takara will drop their render.
Exactly.
Boom! Their pre-orders canceled. Everybody's selling what they got to do in cafes, whatever the case may be. And Fanstoys is almost on par with Takara, at least the way I feel. So I'll put it on pause also. So I don't mind a render.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, man. Everybody does it, and it's like you're gonna pick who you like the most. The people who release those figures you really love. I look at my shelves. I got my Insecticons. I got my Quake Wave. I got my Tesla. These are figures I just love to fuck around with and touch, and I think they're great. So if Fantoys drops a render, I'm gonna sit back and wait.
it's like E.F. Hutton talks. Everybody listens.
That was my point.
Yeah. Now I'm showing how old I am.
That's my point. It's like Fanstoys has that render game down. You know what I mean? They know what they're doing.
Render game on point.
That's right.
Some of that
Their
point-
render game is on point.
On point like a sniper.
But isn't it
But-
nice to be able to do that? You know, isn't it nice to be able to say, "Hey,
It's so
it's
smart.
It's awesome." But it's awesome for us as fandom.
It's
to
so
be able to do
squeaky
that.
though.
We
Just
get
not
You
that.
know what?
sweetness.
If the joints weren't tight, oh my god, these joints are so fucking loose. What's going on? And then when they're too tight,
No, man, those things are
Ah.
squeaky.
I like to speak.
So somebody who comes up in your house at like 1 a.m., right?
I'll
You're
shoot
gonna
him.
grab,
I'll shoot him.
you're gonna grab a. Are you gonna grab another
A
third
shotgun,
party, a
yes.
bad cube figure? Or are you gonna grab a Fanstoys figure? A
Yeah, I
Fantoys
mean,
figure bop somebody over the
Yeah,
head.
but you know what?
It's a
You know
wrap.
what? Yeah, I
Grab
thought
my
maybe you
shotgun.
said someone's gonna come into your house and fuck with your figures. It'd be like you'll wake up instantly when they grab a Fans Toys and move the arm. What's that?
Yeah.
Somebody fucking with one of my Dinobots?
Or more to that point, if somebody picks up a Fantoys figure, you're not afraid they're gonna break it.
Yeah, I
Like-
remember the first time I picked up. What was the first Insecticon?
Ooh, that Kickback.
Yeah, well, the
Kickback
first
was at the top.
Insecticon that first came out was the Bombshell, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was unbelievable. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable when I first. I was like,
Look at
whoa.
your third-party shelves. You know, who do you have more of? I got more fan toys than anything, and they're my best figures. I mean, I have like mostly Takara, and then Fans Toys, and then a mix of everything else.
Hashtag fans, boys.
Fans Boys Toys.
I don't have one Fanstoys figure.
Sorry to hear that.
What I'm saying is I respect their marketing game.
You should.
That's the thing, is that they are showing people how to go about doing this.
Yeah, but you know, that's cool, like the marketing game and all that shit. But like, it's kind of sucks, like when they kind of show you, like, for example, like Acoustic Wave, and then they put out their render of Hot Rod, and then they don't come out. You know, so that's the flip side of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're giving you these renders, but then they don't always follow through. You know what I'm saying?
That was dumb of them to do that with the hot rod.
Hey, who knows? You know, I mean, look what they did with Perceptor. We saw that. We didn't think it was coming out or how long would it be, and then all of a sudden, boom, it was in stores.
But maybe they
Like, holy
listen to
shit!
fans.
So who knows? Maybe somewhere out of nowhere, boom, that Hot Rod will drop.
Yeah.
Springer
And then, no,
2017.
and then no one will buy it.
I'll buy it.
2017.
Oh
and, like,
hell yeah! I'll definitely buy that. I mean, I hate that Takara fucking Hot Rod. It's just I settled.
And you can't say nobody will buy it. As soon as Fanstoys slaps their name on it, somebody's buying it.
Yeah, man.
They have that cachet. They have more reputation than any other third party company.
Masterpiece, shit faced.
Then they'll sell it. When the MP comes out, they'll sell it just like they do all third party, because third party does not hold their value, and Masterpiece does.
I'm not collecting for value.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I didn't ask if he was. I'm just saying. MPs are holding their value. Third parties doesn't.
So like if you
I'm a fucking referee.
if
We need
you're
to get
collect-
Nick and Matt in a room and just lock the door.
if you're collecting for value, you're collecting just to sell something.
Yeah, some people do that.
You're not,
Some
you're
people
not,
do that.
you're not
I'm gonna
collecting.
sell tickets. Hold on. I'm gonna sell tickets for this at TFCon.
I'm just saying. Yeah, but people sometimes do that. Sometimes they don't see this as a fan. They see it as a way to make money. Sometimes that's what people do.
Investment. Yeah. They see it as investment purposes. I mean,
So,
look at me. I think. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm done.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off there. I was just gonna say, like back in the day, I paid $80 for my Hegemon. I sold it for $425.
Oh,
that bought my Hercules, you know. But you know,
that's winning, brother. That's
Yeah, but
fucking
you know
winning
what?
right there. Have you ever heard the
it
definition?
was right when the market peaked, and I heard about the reissue.
Okay,
But
go
nobody
in the
else
cafe.
heard about
Go into the cafe or go to the Transformer Chat. Stuff that we're selling, for high dollars, are not selling for that.
Oh yeah,
anymore.
you're not gonna.
You- people are selling fellow Rex for $300.
Yeah, that's what I sold mine for. $330. Shipped.
And that's their choice. I'm not selling mine.
Well,
No,
yeah,
that's
that
the
was
market. That's the
that was
market.
before I knew anything about the Facebook groups. I sold it on eBay, and I got the.
No, that's what he's going for. That's what most people are selling him for now.
Yeah,
about
because the
$300.
market was set. Yeah.
So you're not getting your full value. But
Nope.
Masterpiece, they hold steady. I'm not saying all of them. I'm
Yeah,
not saying
some
all of
I've
them.
seen
Just
some
like
of them.
third party.
I see
You
some
have
in
some
the
high
$50.
ones. Yeah.
I see guys
But
on
most
loading.
masterpieces hold their value.
So what? I mean,
all right. Well, we got a lot more news to go here, guys.
Okay, sorry.
We could definitely continue in on this one, but hey, anybody want to monitor the chat real quick? Anybody available right now to do that?
Shoutouts. Who's in the chat?
Yeah, let's see who's in the chat. I mean, I could do it, but I've been running points the whole night. So,
all right, as far back as I'm going, we got Cabalta.
All right, this is going to be a great chat segment.
We got Booksy.
I'm gonna lean back for this one.
Anna, how you doing?
How you doing?
How
We
you
got
doing?
Deluxe. How you doing? I still
How you
love you, boy. Let's
Hey,
see.
you know what? Hey, real
Fan
quick.
B.
Hold on. We're gonna get these two guys in the room, and we're gonna have 10 guests to watch it, and we're gonna put tickets to that in rock packs. There we go. That's how we're gonna sell some more rock packs.
Sounds good to me.
Continue, brother.
All right, we got Van B. We got Energon Addict. Lionel Medina. Cabalta again. Pinkerton jumped in for a little bit. OP reviews. Let's see. Russ hit up in the chat for a couple seconds.
Russ at the
Two places at once.
Gold Card Toys stuff. What's up, man? I haven't seen you in there before. How you doing, Dolcar? Sunday Heat collection.
Heat in the house.
And now, at the bottom of what I'm seeing in the chat, we got the one, the only, the ambassador, Tommy
Barricade.
Barricade.
Go the Warriors.
And just looking right now, hi 6Hide56. Welcome to the chat. How you doing?
Welcome, guys. We
And
really
that's
appreciate
everything I can see.
Glad that we're able to throw a little something together for you guys today, being that Past the Fanatics is off the air tonight.
Dolcar says that he is new here, so welcome.
What's up, brother? And
that's a great reviewer too. Well, check his channel. He's a Transformer reviewer too. He's a good guy.
Awesome.
Good deals. As long as Deluxe gives you an endorsement, you're good people.
Just let it. Plastic Fanatics will be back next week at its regular time. We're just filling in here and doing the Do You Even Transform, Bro show. It's kind of one, like I'll say it again for the people that are just tuning in. A little chance for the Realm of Collectors family to get together and talk about some new stuff that's coming out and reveals and whatnot. And a little bit of banter, arguing, and speaking over each other. And a lot of ice clanging.
Yeah, well, true that, man. Well, Plastic Fanatics is the only show to watch on Saturday night. So when it's off the air, we gotta provide some content.
Yeah, we gotta put something. We gotta put some sort of Transformers related show out there.
Shout out to Victor 77. Good show, man.
I can't wait to find out what's going on with the candy corn tomorrow.
I feel so bad that he's got no candy corn. Sucks.
I don't know. All right, guys, we're gonna give this screen share again another whirl here. This
round two,
part two, round two of the show.
Hasbro.
We are going into our Hasbro segment, and this is gonna be some of the stuff that we just recently seen from New York Comic Con. I'll control the car, but the man speaking is going to be Ace Milo, my co-host for this evening. Hasbro is his thing, and I'm going to take a sit back and chill because my jaw is tired.
You got to come up for every once in a while.
Yeah.
All smiles.
So screen share. Entire screen.
Don't hit the stop broadcast button.
Oh, God.
Screen sharing 101. Highlighting myself. And then there we go. We all
Broadside.
good, boys?
Yep.
Someone
Nice,
check the chat.
nice crooked faction symbol there.
Well, shout out to Toy Art DFW 2005 for providing the pictures for the Hasbro part of the segment. I was running out of time, and I really didn't feel like going through Facebook groups and pages and whatnot trying to put it together. I was really running short for time. I was going to go with the official Hasbro renders, but someone by the name of Ace Milo said, "Oh, what about the table pictures?"
I didn't say that.
Oh, yes, you did. I can look it right in the chat right now.
You said, "Are the renders okay?" I said, "Yeah, but there might be stuff on the table that didn't show. They didn't show the renders of."
See, I knowing Ace, that was like, well, the tables, man. So I went to the first place I could find, and it was Toy Arc. And shout out to those guys. If nobody knows, they are the guys that put together the NYCC show. Some of the staff over there. So shout out to those guys. Can't wait to see them at the next show.
Can we at least say whoever put that faction symbol on was an affirmative?
It's great. Nailed it.
Hire?
I see. This is why I say we go with the fucking renders, and if we keep the banter down and we get through this quick, maybe we could fly through the renders. But all right, Ace, it's in your court, brother. Keep these jackals in line.
They can do whatever the hell they want.
Nah, I'll be that guy.
This is Voyager. No, I'm pretty sure it's a Voyager class.
Voyager. Yep.
This is Broadside. So Broadside was he was a triple changer. He was a aircraft carrier and a jet, which makes total sense because why wouldn't an aircraft carrier become a jet?
Sure.
Yeah, why not? He's even got jets on him. It's a little jets.
Yeah, one of those things is not bigger than the other.
I wonder if those little tiny planes are on there too.
Well, look, there's a tree there. There's a tree.
Oh yeah, there is. Awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I dig that.
I can't wait for the first kid to choke on them.
Those things, you know how small those things are gonna be.
Hey, I'm a kid from the '70s, man. I remember though
you had the missiles that shot down the back of your throat.
Yep. Shout out to
before the fucking warning labels.
Shout out to the Cylon Raider.
Yeah, I was just about to say about. No, it wasn't the Cylon Raider. It was the other one. It was the
no. The Cylon Raider got me.
Oh, the Cylon Raider got you, but the one that got them banned was the good guy one. What the fuck was it?
Colonial Viper.
Yeah, the Viper.
Yep.
That's the one that got all the fire missiles banned.
Yeah, that's
some kid fucking shot a fucking missile.
Shout out to Boba Fett prototype.
Some kid shot a missile down his throat and died.
All right, here is the.
No, this is pretty cool. I like this.
Yeah.
Now, there wasn't a plane mode on the table, so I had to go to the renders for this one, and it's not.
That's
there.
not that.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow, it's not there. Great. I don't have the plane mode will probably be at the end.
You know what? Just looking at that though, I think that's a pretty cool retooling.
So do I.
This is actually this is a heavy retool of
Alpha.
Aren't they saying it's borrowed parts? Borrowed parts.
Yeah, well, it's heavy retool.
Yeah, heavy retool.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see the front part. I can.
Yeah,
I don't mind. I don't mind when they do that. It's not the same exact thing, man. It's not. I don't mind.
This is a pretty damn heavy retool if it is.
Yeah.
I think that that aircraft carrier mode looks pretty good. Like they gave you that strip right there. Like there's some effort that's put into it, even though it is a retool.
We're looking at a Hasbro figure, and I didn't hear it once yet. Where is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Matt.
He wants Matt to say it.
Deluxe.
Hail Hasbro.
No, I'm good.
Can I get a little yay action?
Yay.
Oh boy! Wow. I think that argument between him and Shitpiece is really.
I think they got him.
No, man, I'm good.
He's
No,
chewing
man,
on
I'm
it.
good with Shitface, man. I ain't taking this seriously, man.
It looks like Hasbro's making a good effort to combat the hollowness on these figures. I mean, Broadside and Sky Shadow here. A lot of panels and stuff to sort of mask that stuff. It looks
a lot more they were doing in the last line. I'll definitely
looks
tell you.
really solid.
Yeah, true.
Gotta commend them.
From what I had in hand.
Yeah.
Even like you guys are saying, just over a wave they've improved.
Yeah.
And that's what you can do when you're a huge company like Hasbro.
So Ace, who is this guy?
So this is Black Shadow, which is pretty goddamn crazy that they're doing a Black Shadow. So Black Shadow is a repaint of Thunderwing in Japan. He was in Master Force for, I don't know, 5 seconds, maybe 20 seconds. If you don't know, Thunderwing was an Ultra Pretender or a Mega Pretender. I always forget. There's so many. I think he's a Mega Pretender.
Pretended hard. Whatever he was.
I think the Ultras.
I think Thunderwing.
Ultras were the vehicles that turned into jets and shit, and then he was a Mega.
What'd you say, Matt?
I thought I was gonna say Ultra, but yeah, I think Ultra was the vehicles.
I think like Road Grabber and shit were the Ultras, and he was a Mega.
Purple.
So what's crazy is this is Hasbro putting this out in America, and this Black Shadow never came out in America. The only time we ever got
he's on the Overlord too, though.
He was in Generations.
We got a Generations as Sky Shadow, which was the first time we ever got a Black Shadow in America, which is everybody thought was crazy, and now we're getting another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Was there any indication as they're going to call him Sky Shadow or Black Shadow? Does anybody know?
IDW.
So what is the original name? Is it Sky Shadow or
it's Black Shadow?
I thought
Black
it was
Shadow.
Sky Shadow.
No, it's Black Shadow. Sky Shadow's the American.
Dark Shadow.
I think the name they're going with.
Yeah,
and Humps.
And he had a great cameo in IDW.
I'm talking about physical toys.
So now what is this? He's like a
so this is not his this is not his mode. So Thunderwing and Black Shadow was a jet with like a drone jet in the front. Like see how the front nose cone looks like another jet? It had a little like drone that could fly off. So that's what that's homaging. But that's kind of what he looked like as a jet.
So now this is his transform mode.
So apparently he's going to be that should be it, but it looks like he's also a tank, which would mean that he's going to have a base mode and he's going to be a Overlord repaint.
So what you're saying is he could split.
Yes.
He'll be splitting.
If you look at the legs, you can see that that's the tank.
Yeah.
Which is what another character was that also had a jet on his forearm.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy that you're going
to get an Overlord.
We're getting Black Shadow and Overlord from Hasbro in America.
Yeah. And there was no real fiction.
We never got fiction. We never got either character in America before as a toy.
Yeah.
It's almost as if they know people who are older collect these things.
I believe this is also a leader class.
It is.
Yeah, this is gonna be the same size as
see how the arms are very Thunderwing, Sky Shadow, how they have like the nipples under the wings.
That guy's awesome.
You know what? I think that's pretty cool that I think Hasbro is turning to the Japanese fiction as far as like the releases we're getting, and it's not totally unprecedented. Like we did get like we got the Pretenders back in the day, like you know what I'm saying, and other like figures they
had to put up product in America, so they just took the Japanese.
Yeah. But like that's what I'm saying. Like you know, we didn't have the fiction as far as like a cartoon series, but they were still putting out the product. And until its last leg. So I thought that I
mean I'm all for it. Bring them in, but it's just weird that Takara's not doing it. I mean, Takara will do it, but they're just going to repaint them. But it's crazy that they're coming out in America under Hasbro as Japanese.
I don't think it's that weird, just because it's not like there's a show to go with Titan's Return. They're just putting out the coolest looking figures they can with what they got, right?
That's also true, and I mean, it's kind of a stretch for them to get Sky Shadow, Black Shadow out of Overlord, but it worked.
It worked, yeah.
But people have been asking for this since his little thing in IDW. That's the thing. Even if you don't like it, people are buying it. Yep. It's just like the movie stuff. It's another.
There's a market for it.
It's another entry into the hobby for people.
So this is Optimus Prime this is obviously going to be an Octane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they did with the G2 look, kind of,
Yeah, that can be easily repainted into a Black Scourge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll buy Black Scourge.
Obviously,
I mean, at least they went.
We know that going in.
Shout out to Lego My Egos.
Yeah.
The inside.
They're almost there. They're still a little bit there, but they're doing a lot better.
Well,
I tell you what, one figure that they really, really, really did a good job with that was the Blaster. Really good job with Blaster. There was hardly any waffles at all.
For every leg they waffle, they save 1/8 of a cent. So spread that over a million.
Dude, that plastic cost them $2, and we're paying $50 for this shit. Man.
Is this the first Prime that turns into a jet?
No, that was RAD. That was the first time
ever
flew. Ever. He never flew before RAD. Ever.
Okay.
Is that a Brawn?
Well, he did fly in Prime.
No, he didn't. RAD was the first time
he got a jetpack.
No, he didn't.
He flew in the movie.
No, he didn't.
Is this going to be? Is this an argument session?
No, he didn't. They said that the first time he ever flew.
He flew into space.
Okay. And you know what? And this is me talking to the audience. You wonder why I drink on these fucking shows.
He flew in the first episode with the rest of the Autobots.
No, he didn't. The first
I'm pretty sure I saw him in the sky.
It's 9:30. The old man's getting tired.
So this is
the jet mode. It's kind of shit, but the tank mode looks pretty good. I like the tank mode.
Yeah, I mean, both alt modes are kind of a little weak. You look at the truck. There's no paint on the windows.
I'm sure that's probably going to change.
That might not be done yet.
These are hand painted prototypes, so
yeah,
right.
A little RID-ish.
Yeah, it looks a lot like RID in that mode.
The cab does.
The cab, exactly.
And you can see that we got pegged on wheels with no paint. So that, unfortunately, that doesn't look like that's going to change anytime soon.
Plus, they use Sharpies. Get your Sharpies out.
Oh my gosh, look, it's Hot Rod.
Yeah, I know we've seen it before, but here it is on the table.
This is the deluxe.
Deluxe or legend? It should be
Deluxe.
legend, no? Oh, this is deluxe.
Yeah, it's deluxe. It's off the chrome dome mold.
Shout out to
Getaway.
the
Car mode looks legends.
It does.
Yeah.
It's deluxe. I mean, you can, when we show the chrome dome shit, you can see, or sorry, the Getaway shit, you can see it's the same mold.
Yeah.
That needs more flames.
More flames. Needs more flames.
More flames.
I might buy this just to have him get decapitated by a Megatron.
It's not horrible, but it's definitely not the best fucking
It's
hot rod
okay.
gun. It's okay. It's okay. It's not great.
It's a little. I mean, I really enjoyed like the last one that they did, the reveal the shield one.
Yeah.
That was
They did that one to death. They just put out another one.
I do like
that's a really nice fig, but this is a little bit more closer.
I do like.
I'm digging that Rodimus.
They molded the engine block in the chest. That's pretty
that's
cool.
It would have been cool if you could have pegged the gun into it, but
And again, more IDW design.
it looks like the gun pegs together too, into like a seat.
Yeah.
Hitting that eject button on Bram in 5, 4.
Yeah, dude. I was about to say sorry. I don't mean to call you out. This Rodimus looks nothing like IDW, but I think it does look cool. It's a nice callback to the original G1 design.
It does look
like
it does look like the IDW before that they went with the
Hell.
stylized version.
Well, yeah. Well, before more than meets the eye. That's
Now,
Right,
this is
But if you look at Getaway, he is completely IDW.
this is a Combiner Wars mold, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah, that looks like
dead
No, it's
mold.
not.
dead end. Yeah.
This isn't the
No.
Streetwise mode.
No.
That
People
looks like
thought
It's a chrome
that.
dome.
People thought that, and then people got Chrome Dome, and they realized it's nothing like it.
See the chrome dome right here, and
Okay.
Well, okay, let's just say it shares some transformation cues from it.
yeah.
The legs definitely are a little bit like it.
It looks like it, but it's actually nothing like it. It just looks the way from the
Okay.
side.
They actually masked the knees pretty good on that Getaway figure. You
Yeah,
look-
Getaway actually looks.
Yay!
I really do like that Getaway.
The science and shit.
Science and shit.
Science. See, now he's got his science gun. Now he can do science.
No, they've got a little anti-aircraft mode on this guy as well, I think, but not bad for.
Wasn't on the table.
Yeah.
Deluxe, real quick. Make sure you send the invoice for that. Yay to enter the realmcast@gmail.com.
Oh, we have a professional PayPal now too.
Are you saying we got to pay for the yays now? Oh, wow. I didn't know
That's
that.
a copyrighted catchphrase. Yeah.
Copyrighted, brother. Copyrighted.
Oh man. All right. I'll get Chris making a couple more dios. We could get that deluxe.
Got that dial money.
Got that deluxe. Yay, money.
We got that yay money.
That's what the raw tax is for. Yay money.
Look how big that fucking thing looks on his shoulder. That's great.
Now this is a
Voyager
deluxe
or deluxe?
I think
That's
it's a deluxe.
Deluxe.
it looks
So it's gonna be a triple change of deluxe.
That's deluxe. Because I can see the pins. That looks like we're in the Scorch figure from the front legs, the front eyes. Looks like a retool.
Wow.
Yep, the legs. Leg is the same as Scourge. You see those pins?
Yeah.
See those pins? Those are legs. Those are the legs from Scourge backwards.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
So are we gonna get a Magnificus out of this? Probably.
I'm sure there'll be any hobby.
Any hobby. Where's Hasbro making its money on that though? On that mold.
They're not. No one's gonna buy a fucking Magnificus from Hasbro.
That's what I'm wondering. I mean,
Guy makes
they
me laugh.
they don't do anything unless they get two
He's like black repaint on a black repaint.
plain it black.
Double cross.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
One of the monster bots. They're also doing a Repugnus or Grotesque or Repugnus, I think.
Repugnus. He's gonna be
He's gonna be like the little headmaster dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. It was cool. His torso looks a little thin, but I mean, again, they've combated the waffles. It's a pretty cool looking homage to the figure. It's solid.
You know, it's great. He doesn't have those fists that just pull right out of the forearms either. Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
And of course, you can see this being a hunger.
Yeah.
Hunger with
That was
no
always-
other terror tones.
Hung.
Hung. Shout out.
Trigger happy?
Sometimes.
And I really enjoy these characters because I really wasn't into this that much, so it's really refreshing.
Yeah.
Even in the fiction, even in fucking Headmasters, they were barely in it.
To see them using it's great.
It's
No,
nice.
but yeah, just the fact that they're digging
Yeah,
into
it's
that
great.
well, I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's
cool.
totally different.
It keeps Bumblebee off the pegs. That's
I would never have thought they were going to go this way, honestly. To say 2 years ago or a year ago when, in the midst of that Combiner War stuff, I would never have thought this was next.
Now, is the Headmaster Blowpipe, or does he have guns named Blowpipe?
I don't know. We don't have the renders.
That's a cool alt mode.
need more renders.
We'll call up Fanstoys. They'll make the renders for us.
Yeah, get ready.
It's really nice.
That looks good.
He's got some good paint.
Looks
That's a
nice.
good little alt mode.
I'm glad they kept the double guns.
I think this guy's going to be in the next Star Wars movie.
Rogue One.
No, the other bullshit Star Wars movie.
that shit does look like an X-wing without the top fucking fins.
Rogue 2.
I'm glad they kept the GPS.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I don't have any words. I don't have any words.
They already made the deluxe. Why did they do
No, they
this?
didn't.
Why did they do this version?
No, they didn't.
That looks
that
that
deluxe thing, right?
They didn't make Angry.
that-
They made Mind Wipe.
Oh, that looks like Mind Wipe to me.
It's
Like
not-
They're both
a
bats.
Angry.
That's Fangry.
come on,
That should
Come
be
on.
You know, I'm not buying any of the deluxes or the Voyagers or the Leaders. I'm buying these things, so that's cool. I'll take it. Looks good. I like the little ones.
The little ones have been the most fun.
Yeah, they're fucking fun. I don't know. I'm
They
buying
just need more paint, man. But they're cool. I like them. It's a nice gimmick. Yeah, it's a nice gimmick. I think the gimmick is cool, just with all the interchangeability and
And when you get your Trypticon with your Fort Max and all these little guys, it works. It's fun.
yeah.
All right. With
Yeah.
There's
this,
so much playability with them.
yeah, that's what's cool about it. The kids. This shit's for the kids. They can love this shit.
This
That's
is
I mean,
this is for the kid in me.
This is all floor time, baby. Right?
damn right.
All right. Send me
I mean,
another.
there's just so much.
Send me
this
another
line is
invoice.
so good. I mean, there's just so much. From what they did with C-Dub, this is so much a step ahead.
Oh,
And there's so much playability. You could take the heads off and
Stick 'em
and
in
just
your butt.
change with them. Yeah, stick them in your butt. Or just fun little toys. I mean, they're
Yep.
like you said, they're something that you want to get on the floor with and just mess around with and watch G1 transform.
Yeah, Combiner
Exactly.
Wars was a one-trick pony, and this line really has a lot more going on across the board for
And
it.
they're not all going to be home runs. I mean, sometimes you got to take a bunt or something, and that was C-Dub,
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't all bad. I mean, the aerial bots were pretty good. Bruticus was
I
pretty
got
good.
all the main combiners from Combiner Wars, no doubt. But that's great. That's a great little mode.
Wasn't that one of the
Arm is
original
micro.
Headmasters or the Japanese Headmasters or something?
Is that what it's homage?
Thanks.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's one of
I think
those. It's
Yeah,
probably
that
one of those 4 Headmasters that they released, the Animal Headmasters,
Okay.
which I don't remember any of their names because they're all fucking weird.
Who cares? It's cool. Fuck, I'll buy it.
How about purple elephant guy?
Purple elephant guy.
We can
Trunkor.
how about we just homage Lord of the Rings and just call it Elephant?
This guy is orange flatbird thing.
Orange flap
It's
guy.
obviously a dragon of some kind.
Terra.
I think it's a pterodactyl more.
Yeah, it looks like a pterodactyl to me.
Pterodactyl.
Terra.
Patera, horror.
And little kickback in the BG there. Finally. Took him away.
Yeah, well, I think it's interesting what they're doing with these yearly releases. We got Combiner Wars where the combining is the gimmick. This year we're getting it where it's the Headmasters. Headmasters is the gimmick, So maybe we'll see Target Masters. Maybe we'll see Pretenders again. They're gonna continually evolve, and they have to push the envelope as far as the product that they're putting out, so if they have to dig into the well and go back to what worked back then and just modernize it, I'm all for that, man. I love this Headmaster gimmick that they're doing.
Well, they're also
How many do you own?
I had all of them so far.
Yeah.
So far, yep, I do.
They're pushing the
Hail
base.
Hasbro, baby. Hail Hasbro.
That's cool though. At
Stop
least they're
sucking
finishing the Insecticons in
One
the lightning scale.
at a time.
It looks good.
Oh, now
Looks
someone
pretty
talk.
I like it.
He has a little bit of a monkey arms, but he looks pretty damn good. That's pretty. At least they saw it through and they finished the set. It took how many years?
A couple. Took a Fanstoys a year.
It took a Fanstoys minute, but
so
he looks good.
Yeah, he does. I like him.
That's like one of those little cool things. Keep it on the desk. Fuck around with it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
Well, a little stylized too. That word for you guys. I know you guys like that stylized word.
It's obviously not supposed to be an MP.
Yeah, like the thing is like with the Hasbro stuff, it seems like the smaller base figures are the more fun to fuck around with right now.
And Blaster's fucking amazing.
There he is.
They put some love in their Legend figures.
This is a funny choice because we got a Brawn head.
Yeah, it's just so weird because they gave us the Brawn head and now they're giving us a complete Brawn Legend figure.
But it's a good figure. That's a good figure. I mean, I'd buy it.
This guy was one of my favorite characters in G1. I love this.
Yeah, I was a Brawn guy too.
We nailed the head.
It's badass.
The alt mode's solid. It's a great Legends figure. The colors are perfect. I mean,
Brawn reminds me a lot of me now.
Yeah, you know what, we've touched on it many times before. You know, we're never gonna get out of Hasbro what we get out of these third-party companies, man. But just the fact that Hasbro is putting out these characters that harken back to what we watched growing up, you know what I'm saying? So that's why it's, partly mass market. It's out there for kids, but the characters that they're putting out is for us. It's for fucking us because kids don't know who these characters are.
And so he's got a leg swivel in a Legends figure.
Well,
that's solid. That's solid. One critique on these Legend figures is they're not giving any guns for them for some reason. I don't know.
They never have, really.
They got to pay. Well, no, I mean when
was that Energon Addict I just almost heard there?
Oh, I was just gonna touch base on what Jose said.
Thank you.
I like the fact that they're coming out with these for kids. I mean, if I had a kid now and I was putting them onto G1 and they enjoyed the show, this is something I can go to the store and buy them and they can play with, because I'm not gonna go buy them $100 Masterpiece figure for them to break it. But they might get into the older cartoons and say, "Hey, Dad, but I really want. Where can I get this toy?" And now they have it. So I like that.
Here's the flip side. Here's the flip side.
That's awesome.
They buy the toy. You buy him the toy. He sees the toy. It gets him into the cartoon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is where the flip side comes in.
And this Brawn looks like the perfect gateway figure for that. Like really nailed sort of the G1 look. It looks like an easy transformation. It looks like it has an interesting transformation because his arm is actually the
roof
top of the roof. Yeah. So he's got something different going on there. Ooh, 6-shot.
All right, here's the money. We've seen it before, but we got a little bit more picks here.
This is badass.
But does he have a submarine mode?
I hope so. Otherwise, I'm not going to buy it. That's the tank mode. Yeah. I wonder if does he have? It looks like he has an actual cockpit in the back. I don't know why he's sitting in the front part.
Well, 6-shot is the one character who has a cockpit in his cock when he's in robot mode.
Nice.
And he can also sit in the wolf head.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is that the headmaster?
That's him.
Up there.
Oh God.
Does anybody know what?
Whatever. 6-shot, man. Hasbro 6-shot.
Anybody know what the name of the headmaster is?
I can't recall. Again, we can't compare this to like what we got from MMC. You know what I'm saying? This is mass market retail stuff, and it's pretty cool. Like that, we're actually fucking getting this shit.
Again, look at it. There's no on many of the modes. There's no hollow points. It looks fucking good. You know, it's solid all around.
Submarine mode, excellent. Oh, thank God. Fuck. Thank God.
There's a big difference when you're paying $40 to $45 for a figure compared to paying $150 for a figure. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't compare them.
Nope. A $10 Legends class figure to a $100 third party thing. I don't know why people compare these to each other. I mean, it's a third party. Like, I'm official. I mean, I'm third party. Well, that's good.
There you go.
They don't cost that much money to make these. They're not spending $100 a piece on one leg. for combiners.
Yeah.
So
And I still see the
here's
appeal of buying these
down
things.
in the water.
Enough for nothing. All that, like that silver on the front, all that color was all stickers on G1 on the G1s. They've painted a lot of it.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
Yeah. You know what? And I think there's still a appeal to this. Like you could have the MMC version and love it, and the design of that is incredible, especially if you have the Continuum version. But I think there is still a appeal to when you're buying an official product. It's not going to be what you're getting with that third-party piece. But I think the fact that they're putting out a character like this that was never in American fiction, I think that's pretty good. And that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Is this a leader class figure, guys?
It's got to be.
Yeah, it's a leader. No, it's a leader. They already said.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say the weakest points on that figure are probably the head looks a little plain and the guns are.
The guns are small. They look like the G1 gun, but they're very
they're kind of shitty and small.
Here's a little comparison to the G1 right here.
Yeah,
look at that. That's cool. That's cool to see something like that.
Yeah.
It's a big shout out to the G1 original design.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, we accuse Hasbro of being lazy and taking shortcuts and shit like that. But when I first saw prototypes of this 6-shot, and there was a question of, are they gonna do all 6 modes? Like we even had to question that, and it's good to see that they actually are doing. They're doing it.
So you're saying they kind of mastered 6-changer technology?
I don't want to say mastered, but I think it's good that they're giving it to us. Yes.
And that also means we're probably going to get a great shot repaint in Japan.
Yeah, we'll get a great shot.
Whoa, who's watching an episode of Cops?
I don't think it's watching an episode. I think they're actually there.
It's happening live. someone is Bram getting swatted?
Not yet. Not yet. They ain't got me yet.
So here's a little G1 and comp.
Yeah.
Hey, Jose, I agree with some things you just said about that, but I say Hasbro kind of has brought a lot of that upon themselves because of stuff they have done in the past. It hasn't been that, they've given us some shit where we're like, whoa, come on, man. So I think people are going to be a little more hesitant to, give them a little bit of.
I will definitely say they redeemed themselves a little bit with this line.
I think you're right.
I think you look at the whole fandom, and it's a great way for Hasbro to get the income coming in, or the interest coming in at the ground level, which is your base figures, your mass release shit. They're solid.
I can't believe that Black Shadow is bigger than 6-shot.
I think a good way to look at it is how many people on this panel are going to buy those figures.
I'm all in.
I mean, I'll get them just because I think they're interesting. And look, again, we give Hasbro shit for what they've given us, but with the Combiner Wars line, yes, a ton of fucking repaints, a ton of slight remolds, but we got combiners like a pretty much every G1 combiner that has been. Bruticus, Devastator, we got Menasor, we got Superion, we got Computron.
We got Victorian.
We got
I was waiting. That episode was fantastic. That was
the
arc.
That was the one with exhaust.
It was that 3-episode arc, man. That shit was. I watch it all the time.
Listen, they took their shortcuts. They did with that line, but we got a lot of characters, a lot of combiners that, did you ever think we would get that in a line in current day? Like no, so they took their shortcuts, but we got a lot of characters out of it. And now
what I think is that Combiner Wars is actually going to end up being shown to be a more successful line than Titan's Return.
Combiner Wars is actually their most successful line in a long time.
Yeah,
because the thing is that yes, they are giving you fan service projects, but they're not giving you exactly what you want as a collector.
I was just happy.
And the problem is that these are introductory lines to kids.
Yeah.
So you can get, your fucking Black Shadow and shit. Kids aren't going to care about that because they haven't seen anything about Black Shadow unless they've read IDW or actually watched, old school shit.
Yeah, but he looks cool.
He does look. That's the thing. He does look cool, but there are going to be other toys of Black Shadow that are superior.
Honestly, I don't know shit about him, and I want to get him. He looks cool.
Here's the big reveal.
The leg.
The leg of Trypticon, yeah, that was awesome.
The leg that changed America.
So let me get this straight. So third party can go off and do their own little thing with, the IDW and the cross dimension thing. But if Hasbro goes off and does something on their own, they're ridiculed for it. But third party's praised for it. Come on now.
I don't see where I ridiculed them at all.
No, I'm not saying you. They've
Okay.
been ridiculed because of Victorian or something. They do something, different that's not the norm. But third party does it all the time. But it's Hasbro's stuff. I don't get why they get made fun of because they put out stuff like Victorian, but third parties.
See, Hasbro's in a really hard
the
spot.
reason why I
because-
think Victorian got so much bullshit is because it was just a cash grab.
Yeah.
So third party doesn't do cash grabs.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that it was just a prominently in your face cash grab, making it exclusive. And
Well,
let's
no,
get the
they.
money out of
Oh,
it.
that was
I don't
voted
think-
on.
Yeah, I don't think Victorian was a cash
That's not a cash
at all.
grab.
I think Victorian
A
was
cash grab would have
something-
been like, okay, we're gonna put out Superion, but he's only gonna be exclusive to Toys R Us, and he's gonna be $400. That'd be a cash grab.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Victorian was actually voted on by the fans.
Oh, wait a minute now.
Well, they say that.
The whole voting system was pretty
Who counted the ballots?
It was
Right,
really
but
narrow.
Yeah, but still, that's the narrative they're going with.
Yes. Fact.
I mean, on Deluxe's point, right? Why is Hasbro getting shit and third party's not, right? So third party might be doing IDW, might be doing something that's not the norm, but their material, there's more heft, there's more, and I guess more detail to the character as opposed to Hasbro just, hey, it kind of looks like this. Let me put it out. I'll put it out for $10, $12, but that's what you're paying for.
That's
I think
unfair.
they're using Hasbro character though.
See, I think what
That's
the
an
problem-
unfair comparison because they have a third party has an unlimited budget. That's what the thing that people don't understand is, a $10 Legends figure from Hasbro, might cost them $3 to make, and they have
but that's
$4
what-
to make, and they have to factor that in.
But with Legends figures, you see it with Legends figures and those little Headmasters. That's where Hasbro's getting the most praise, besides Masterpiece. Where they're doing those little figures is where they're getting the most praise.
Yeah.
Because
I think
those are the figures that people want. When they go ahead and they start doing these,
Well,
bigger figures.
the problem with stuff like leaders and tiny, like if you realize like a leader figure in America is $50, so it's probably costing them 25 to 30. In Japan, a leader class figure is 9,000 yen, which is about $85, $88. That's why the figures have more pain. If the budget was there, and Americans would pay more money, they would make higher quality. They would put more into it. It's not Hasbro saying screw them, we're not going to put money into it. It's them saying they're not going to pay this, so we can't make it.
See, I think that's a straw man argument because if you actually release the Takara figures in the U.S., I guarantee you they'd sell better than the Hasbro ones.
I guarantee you they wouldn't. No one's
They
going to
wouldn't
pay if
they
they
wouldn't have to pay
if they released a leader class
$20
figure
for us.
here for over $100, and you see that it's this big, no one's buying that for their kid, and no.
Well,
collectors.
Takara's not releasing $100 leader figures.
Yes, they are. They're releasing 9,000 yen leader figures. Leader figure in Japan.
Soundwave is $90. Soundwave and
kids,
Blaster are all $90, $100.
They're 9,000 yen in Japan. It's
I
about
would say-
between $85 and $90 US.
where Combiner Wars got the most flack, and this is to go back to the Hasbro versus third party thing, where Hasbro takes flack is that they're dropping a Defensor, which is great and everybody's on board. We all want a Defensor, but they're giving us Rook over Groove, and nobody knows who's.
Well, there's reasons. The reasons for that is because one, a motorcycle doesn't scale, and it's it's G1, so they didn't give a shit.
well,
You're
they
talking
can give a shit.
a collector problem right there with
Yeah.
scale. Who gives if you're a kid, who gives a fuck?
That's what I'm saying. So they obviously made the choice to make Rook versus Groove because they knew they'd release Groove later.
Honestly, Rook is a better figure than Groove.
Well, I mean,
that doesn't matter.
When he's a leg, it doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter the quality of the figure or the paint apps on the figure or whatever. What matters is what people are willing to buy. And if you release fucking Unite Warriors over the fucking Hasbro in the US, that's what people would have to buy. Hasbro has to understand that they dictate the market. And that there's no reason whatsoever. There's no reason whatsoever to release Rook over Groove.
Well, they don't dictate the market. The market dictates what they put out. If
that's not true at all.
If people aren't going to spend the money, they're not going to spend the money.
That's not true at all.
I love all you guys.
I'm just trying to get around Ace.
I was hoping maybe we could just discuss this leg, finish up this panel thing, and then go back.
This is a good leg.
Then we could go to the beautiful leg. We could go to the
nice
special things because it's a great leg.
I would buy that leg on its own.
So the most interesting about that leg is if you notice on the inside of it, there's something there.
Yeah, a little.
A dinger. Is that a dinger?
There's a little dinger. So those are the guides for the walking mechanism.
Yeah, I just pointed that out in the chat when this dropped.
Oh, so it's
kind of. I don't know if you have the pictures.
What is it?
See those clear pieces down by his crotch?
Stabilizers.
Yeah.
Those are for the legs when they walk, so they can.
It's going to be motorized.
So they can walk.
Nice.
Oh, thank you, Hasbro. God,
that's
so good.
Hasbro.
And look at the detail. I mean,
I don't know if you have the pictures of it too, but that leg actually opens.
Yeah.
You can see
there's
a seam down the middle. Yeah, it opens up flat, kind of like the Master Made.
Like the G1.
Like Metro.
There you go.
Oh, check it out.
It's gonna make.
It does that in G1 too. The G1 does that.
Yeah.
It's gonna make the footprint of the base enormous when you open.
It's gonna make people want Metroplex again, and I still have one sitting here ready for sale.
Of course you do, you scalper. Anyway,
yeah.
How's that scalping? I built it 3 years ago, and I'm gonna sell it for what somebody wants.
I'm joking. Calm down.
Mister, I'm gonna buy the fucking Transformissions fucking Motormaster and crew. Right back at you, buddy.
See, like I'm in for the Transformissions thing because I know with all the hate that's gonna drop really fast after every
10 apiece
comes out. I'm gonna be able to get it real fucking cheap.
You got a guy right here that's gonna get rid of him real cheap.
All right, Ace. I know you wanted to talk about this. You kept telling me to make sure I got it. So here it is.
Yay!
I wasn't going through all those other ones, so this is
all the movie stuff.
This is what you're getting out of it.
I think Deluxe is more excited.
I like it.
This is Leo Convoy out of Alpha Trion.
Of course.
That's the best thing they could have done.
Now this is
digging that.
This is a Takara one, right?
This is Takara. This is a Takara.
Yeah, look at all that paint.
It's actually up for pre-order right now. I can find out how much.
That's Katara, right?
That's Katara.
Katara.
He's $49.99, or he might be $69.99.
Shout out to Dom, Big Dom.
I sent him a link. He must be busy.
I'm digging that. That looks real cool.
He is. Yeah, he's 3,500 yen.
Dude.
So what's that? $49.99. $69.99.
About $35.
It's a solid looking figure. Sword looks awesome.
Yeah, we kind of saw this coming though.
Yeah, that's the thing though. You have to give Takara and Hasbro credit when they do shit like this. Katara, fuck you.
Katara. Yeah.
Oh God. I'm confused.
It's pretty cool. It's
yeah. They did right on this. Yeah, you have to give them credit. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's the end of the Hasbro slideshow.
Man, I got a little heated.
For some reason, they're
yeah. You bunch of grumpy motherfuckers.
I bring this shit in. That's what I do, man.
Awesome.
So who likes Hasbro?
You get a little bit of alcohol and Hasbro in the house, and look what happens. Holy!
And next time y'all get tickets to the gun show.
Oh. For some reason, Takara is also re-releasing a bunch of movie figures with better paint. I don't know why, but they are.
I know. Yeah, I pre-ordered a Starscream. Go figure.
That's weird. I wouldn't peg you.
I know.
Wouldn't peg you.
I know. I know.
Nice.
Go figure. Well, some girl just left. She liked it.
All right.
Oh. Carry on, Dust. Carry on.
Yeah, I mean, that's the end of the the pick part. I'm about ready to go to bed.
It's bedtime.
We discussed a little bit.
I gotta go masturbate. So.
Oh,
You go masturbate.
look at he's fixing his hair. He's getting ready for the occasion.
Last out of town, so it's me and
Oh,
Rosie Plum.
Well, you know what?
Rosie Plum.
I didn't mean to stop the discussion, but I just wanted to roll through those pictures real quick. So if you guys still have anything that you want to go
I
through,
just want to ask. I want to ask Ace, how come third-party companies have a bigger budget than Hasbro? Is that what
Because
you
we're
said?
willing to pay for it.
I don't understand that. But Hasbro is like $1 billion company.
Yeah,
But they
that's
also have.
That's absolutely
Okay.
not.
yeah, but there's a bottom line.
So
Yeah.
the reason is because Hasbro has something that no third party company has.
What's that?
That
Dignity?
is a board of directors and stockholders.
Not
Oh, that's
licensing.
true. Okay.
So
I thought you were about to say like
Class.
good quality.
Okay.
no, they
Like
have
that-
stockholders that they have to answer to, and they have a board of directors they have to answer to.
Mhm.
Okay.
So they have to make the most money they can
Mhm.
on every release. Third parties just most of them aren't. No, that's not their main gig. They're just doing it just to make as much money as they can. If they can make a figure and make it for $60 and sell it for 120, 150, they will.
The come and go ones, I agree with you, but there are some third party companies that they're established and been around for a little bit now, and I think they're in it to make money too now. I don't.
Well, they're all in it to make money, but
Yeah, you're gonna tell me Fanstoys isn't concerned about what their bottom line is. They want to make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they also don't have to conform to safety laws. They don't have to do drop tests.
I know, but that excuse is so old for Hasbro always gets away with shit because of that.
Hey, I don't see no Hasbro with no QC
Yeah.
sticker on its thigh like a Fanstoy product. All right.
Oh yeah, that sticker means a lot. Let me tell you.
See, number 309, baby. Shout out to 309.
Oh, that's awesome.
309's their ages. There's a 3-year-old, a 0-year-old, that was a newborn, and then the 9-year-old.
Here's where that doesn't stack up, because Hasbro has such a huge percentage of the market that if they decided to flood the market with product, there's nothing any third-party company could do about it.
Well, they would. But what would they flood it with?
What?
What would they flood it with?
Anything. They could flood it with Masterpiece. They could flood
No,
it
they
with
can't because
Generation.
Hasbro doesn't make Masterpiece.
Yes, well,
No, they
they
don't.
may not. They
don't.
may not make Masterpiece, but they could go ahead and grab each mold that they are given and repaint the fucking shit out of it.
Reaching.
That's, yeah,
there's
they
no-
could, but then they would
Go
have
ahead.
to, then they would have to make Takara.
Tell me why Hasbro couldn't flood the market with a red bee, a blue bee, and whatever fucking gold bug they wanted, and fucking drive everybody out of business.
Because
Go ahead.
people wouldn't buy a blue bee and a green bee and an orange bee,
They
and then they would have
wouldn't
to pay. They would have to license them from Takara.
You didn't say anything about the red bee.
They might buy a
Why?
red bee.
Why do they have to? They don't. That's right. They don't have. Well, nobody's getting a cliff jumper, so you guys are laughing.
What third party company would they be driving out of business with all the
Hey,
different
Walter in the chat says Transformer fans talking economics. Great show, guys.
That's the thing. I went to school for economics. So here's the.
Oh, high five.
That's what people don't seem to understand is that Hasbro has
Take them to
the
school.
market share, and they can do things to go ahead and improve their market share.
They absolutely could.
No, and that's the thing. Why don't they? So that shows how bad their business practices are.
Well,
And
I don't think.
the fact that they allow third party to exist is a problem.
I
They
don't
can't
think.
stop third party. Third party's out of the country.
It doesn't. It
Because they're out of
doesn't.
the country. They can't reach
Who are they?
them. What
Who
can
are
they do
they
to
gonna, who are they going to sue?
Who are they
Keith?
going to go after? Who are they going to go after?
Yeah, that's the thing. They absolutely could.
No.
Any
No.
part.
Why are there still knockoffs around? Why is
Hasbro is an American company.
Still knockoff.
I guarantee the knockoffs are doing way more damage.
Takara is the Japanese company. So any of these companies, if any of them are based in America, if any of the third parties are based in America,
They're not based. There's no third party based.
Yeah, but they're not.
then that's fine. Hasbro can put an import order on them. So
All I know
There
is,
we go. Now let's get
Well,
Robert.
that's a
Let's
lot of
get
money
Robert
going
D
into
in
trying
here.
to
yeah.
That's
So
Let's
okay,
get the end here.
Hasbro. Well,
I'm
You can't
calling.
stop these people.
I'm calling Robert right now,
Yeah,
getting
look
him
at
in here.
all this stuff. I mean, they can't do
Here's
that.
what I think. I don't think Hasbro's losing money to third party because
They're not.
the ones
They're
making
not.
third party. They're making kids' toys. They make kids' toys.
they're
Right?
not. That's what people don't understand is Hasbro has a lock on so many different markets that they don't care about third party. The only thing
Exactly. So they're not
the
gonna even
only
try
the
and
only
do it.
thing they care about third party for is fucking market research. That's it.
masterpiece
I
shit.
won't argue
feature.
that.
Forgot what he said earlier.
I won't
What
even.
did I do wrong now?
you
They don't get
you
I believe that.
contradicted
I believe
yourself,
that.
my friend.
I do think they do get some ideas off the third party. I'm sure they do.
I
mean, they're playing against each other, and they scan ideas. I'm sure they've had lunch together and said, hey, what are you working on? Oh, we're working on this. Well, we're working on this too. I believe that. Yeah.
Oh, there's definitely a respect in the game for the designers on that side.
Well, you've got Hasbro going over to third party. You've got some guys that quit Hasbro and work for third party companies.
Yep, and you got guys in Hasbro that respect third party, and you could see it in their newer designs that they're going that extra little bit
But like I said,
when they can budget wise,
Hasbro more than third party is. So like I said,
Yeah.
it's a straight rip off. A figure or Hasbro figure or knockoffs. Third party, you know who they are. You 6-shot, no, it's 6-shot.
Yep.
But knockoff is just straight stealing.
Yep.
So
Well, but that goes to a different moral question because
that's true.
it's intellectual property versus engineering property.
All I know is those KOs are really cheap,
That's true.
and they make them better than the originals.
I just
When you don't have to pay,
this guy right
Hey,
here.
kick him off. Kick us.
when you don't have to pay your designer, you can make things better.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I got a great idea for a hangout. This is going to be a one-off, right? Well, we're going to select a panel, and we're going to start
Roast
broadcasting,
myself.
and everybody's going to start drinking.
The fucking hang.
And like an hour later, we're going to see what's happening. And then later on, we're going to have to watch it all together and say,
You don't
"Oh,
hit the broadcast until an hour in.
yeah."
Shit right here, man.
No, I think it'd be
This
funny
is what it's all
to
about.
see
That's
the
all
progress.
Mm.
Well, guys,
But I think that's only a recent thing where you see that the KOs are putting out a product that's kind of like on a par or better than what the official companies are putting out. But like Gus said, that's a discussion for another time.
That's another drunkard discussion.
I was just
hey,
I
guys,
was
got these ideas down for a Tuesday night ROC hangout.
Well,
got your
Tommy
topic
should be in the
discussion.
chat still, so Tommy, you take notes, brother.
So I want to thank everybody for coming in to the panel. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I know this is kind of like a last minute. I just threw it together like within a couple of hours, but I really had a good time. I really had a good chopping it up with you guys. I know we see each other a lot on the ROC Hangouts and our unbroadcast Hangouts and our, just kicking it in our everyday life through social media or whatnot. But yeah, I really had a good time bringing you guys down here for this, and thank you very much for being here.
Absolutely. Really
I want to
fun.
thank everybody out there that's watching or is going to be watching on the recorded show. Just a little quick. Enter the Realm on Monday nights, 8 p.m. And then we have the ROC Hangout on Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. And Figure Banging every other week, 9:30 p.m.-ish. On Wednesday
Don't
nights.
give me that look.
I didn't give anybody a look. You have Plastic Fanatics every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Victory Saber 77's channel, except for tonight. We kind of took that spot. That's what we have on the ROC channels. And don't forget the Cool Table Network, Shattercast, Beers and Bolters, Toy Detox. I'm trying to remember this without looking at it. Nerd Rage Radio, we have 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
8 years.
And I think I got everybody there, didn't I?
Yes,
If
sir.
I
Just
didn't, So right now, guys, I'm going to run down the panel and everybody give their shout outs. Tell everybody where you're at. on social media and whatnot, and
Please, man.
take it away. I'm going to go with Energon Addict first.
Energon _addict on IG. Dave Cologne on Facebook. And get your rock packs in. You guys that are in New York, you need somebody to pick it up. I got you. Hit me up. DM me. Send me a message on Facebook.
Send me a dick pic.
That's only for deluxe. That's only for deluxe.
So you know what's going to happen? Everybody's going to start seeing the pictures. Everybody's going to start seeing pictures on Saturday from TFCon and be like, fuck, I should have got it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Wait for TFCon.
And that's when you're like, you're a double X and you're going to try to get into that XL because that's the only one. And all right, next up we have Deluxe, the old one from Shattercast Uncut and Hail Hasbro Reviews.
Yes, like I said, I'm on a little podcast called Shattercast where you get stuff out on Thursday night, but it's Friday, fuckers. I'm on Hail Hasbro Reviews. Go check out my reviews. Support my little floor time habit, and have me on as always. I appreciate it. It's a great honor to be with y'all guys as always, and I will see y'all at TFCon.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. And I know we all have that third party Hasbro debate, and it's always a fun debate because we could say how we feel, and the tempers may get up there a little bit. Good, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We're collectors. We all like what we like. And secondly, thank you very much for shouting out the Rock Pack on the last show.
Anytime, man.
Anytime. Thank you very much. Highly appreciate it. Thank you I really do appreciate it, man. So we have 2 more weeks of TFCon, so buy them shits, man. Buy them. All right, next up, Hurricane BX.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hurricane BX on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Xbox Live, and the PlayStation Network. And every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the ROC Hangout. And just to echo what Energon Addict said, we're going to TFCon. If you guys are interested in a rock pack, you could hit me up. I'll ship it out to you. Shipping will be extra, but $30. Trust me, guys, you're going to want what's in this pack. And feel free to hit me up if you're interested and you're not going to TFCon. I have no problem shipping it out to you guys. So that's it, guys. Be good.
Ace.
Ooh, add Ace Milo pretty much everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever the hell you want. Put Ace Milo, you'll find me. Like just said, every other Wednesday, figure banging. We're probably going to do a show the night before TFCon because we did it last year. So fuck it. I'll do something.
I'm going to do it each and I got Tuesday, I got the ROC International Hangout, and then I'm going to be doing that, and then we're going to TFCon. Great.
Hey, listen.
Why don't we just do something from the plane, too?
I'll do it. I'm down.
Hey,
wait. Can we do a hotspot between the planes?
I understand it's my vacation that week, but can I do something? Jesus.
You have all day Monday. You have
you know how much shit I got? Man. The fuck out of here with that shit.
You start fapping at noon. You're done by 8.
All right, whatever. Iron Claw.
Oh, hey guys. You can find me at Facebook as Matt Ellis and as Iron Claw on Instagram. If you're looking for a rock pack and you live in Eastern Canada, Ontario and over, I'll probably be your man to hook you up. Hit me up. I think Tommy Barricade's got the west side of Canada, and I'm sure he's happy to hook you guys up. So check us out if you're looking for a rock pack. Northern Warriors.
Awesome, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Masterpiece, shitpiece.
What is up, y'all? What is up? I love you too, Deluxe. Find me on Facebook. You can find me on Facebook at Nick Brammer and Twitter Brammer_Nick. And you can usually find me on the Hangouts for ROC and Saturday nights when he's here, fucking Victory Saver 77's Plastic Fanatics show.
Yeah, he gets nice and drunk on that show all the time. It's really good.
I think I'm drunker here than any other show.
Anybody out there that wants to do this on my vacation, let's do the drunken hangout.
We'll fucking do it.
We'll start it out, like maybe 9 o'clock-ish, 10 o'clock-ish, and just go. Yeah, I wish there was a timer, though, because if someone falls asleep and doesn't hit that stop broadcast button. All right, we'll talk about that, guys. All right, next up, Big Russ.
What's up,
Big
guys?
Russ.
You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Of course, I like to hang out occasionally, and Plastic Fanatics. It's always fun too. I don't drink like Nick though, so I'm not as animated. Sorry.
We'll get you there.
I
You
know.
make me feel ashamed.
I'm working on it. Oh, don't feel ashamed. It's great. Don't do that.
All right, guys. My name is Dust Mites. You can find me at Dust Mites on Instagram. Eddie Dust Mites in the Facebook groups. Shout out to Cobra Law Records, Nathan Haskell, Midi Chlorian, Otis. Where you at? Four Horsemen albums out there if you want. We just dropped a new teaser track to Nate's new solo album called Solo with a Smile. The track is called Do You Bleed? You Will. It's a little bit of homage to the BVS. Batman vs Superman, but you can check it out on Nathan Haskell's SoundCloud. Thank you guys for checking us out. I hope you guys had a good time. If there's any complaints or any issues, just hit up nickbrammer@gmail.com. I'm sure he'll handle all.
That's right. Come at me.
We will probably be hanging out here unbroadcasted. There's a couple spots left. If anybody wants to come in here right now, just hit me up on Facebook Messenger, and I'll shoot you the link. All right, guys. Thanks for coming, and peace.
Later. Adios.
Suck a dick.
Love all y'all bitches.
Peace out.